niggas on it. They used to bait me on me and my views, but now niggas on it. I used to tell them I'ma have me a show, but now niggas on it. Her homies on it, your homies on it. Y'all's the hater and all of my moves, but now niggas on it. They used to bait me on me and my views, but now niggas on it. I used to tell them I'ma have me a show, but now niggas on it. Her homies on it, your homies on it.
What up, what up? We back.
It should be working when you work.
Yeah, exactly. The technology works when you work it.
You know how to work it.
Realest Podcast ever. We back. Today is November something.
29th, maybe 8th,
7th.
one of them.
Yeah, November 27th. We are recording on a Sunday, which we haven't done in a little bit, but recording on a Sunday for Monday. And
that's what we need to start doing so we can drop early Monday.
Exactly.
Get these people off our back.
Yeah, 5 a.m. Monday.
Yeah.
I did a drop the other day, 5 a.m. something. I think it was probably Throwback Thursday or something like that. No, it was the episode from that we put out. It was like, this drop right on time on Tuesday. Yeah, I'm just like, yeah. So, people got obligations, life they trying to get through, stuff like that. So, we got to make sure we get this media out in the streets for 'em, man. Everybody probably just finished celebrating Thanksgiving. I just had a trash ass Thanksgiving.
Yo, I'm going there. I didn't take one plate.
Nothing. I had a 0.
I got some food brought to me and I haven't even touched. I'm like, I'm throwing that shit out tomorrow. Like I don't want it.
Yeah, I didn't have anything, man.
I've gotten there, yo. I don't want it.
You know what my Thanksgiving dinner was? 2 breakfast sandwiches.
Oh, it was super damn bad over there.
Yeah.
I at least had the shit on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I didn't have Thanksgiving at all.
Yeah, no. But I'm just over the food as a whole. And Thanksgiving now has gotten to the point. I got there the other day. It was ribs. I'm like, yo.
Yeah. That's some shit my pop would do.
Yeah, it was ribs. It was pulled pork. It's like, yo, this is a hootenanny. This ain't Thanksgiving. Like, yeah, I've gotten there, man. Like, I'm just the combination of yams, stuffing, mac and cheese, cabbage, greens. I'm going there. It's 400 years ago.
Yeah,
it feels like
it's
that.
dated.
It's dated. It's dated. And we have a tendency, not on some bragging or talking shit, but we eat fairly good.
Yeah.
Me and you go out to eat all the time. Literally, I went out with Kevin Dumber the day after we went to the you were smoking.
Yeah, that was bad. I got smoked myself.
But it's like, yeah, I eat good every day.
Yeah.
So to like, go back to the cotton fields of greens and ham hocks and it's just.
And what I've realized, I think, over the years is that the slate of food for Thanksgiving is so simple that it's so easy to fuck it up. And the slightest missing ingredient or lack of this or too much that or whatever or just ruin your whole experience.
I'm going there. I think the reality that people have evolved in money and technology and things.
Yeah.
It's made it to where now we're just trying shit and the essence of what it was is gone.
Out the window.
Like if I could get some macaroni and cheese that was like the macaroni and cheese from back in the day, like baked. You remember that macaroni and cheese that was like, it was one piece? Like you could pick it up like this. Like that one piece of macaroni and cheese. It'd be like, all right, cool. But now the mac got it's so much fucking cheese in the macaroni now.
Yeah, the mac is super macked up.
When you like warm up the food, the macaroni and cheese be like soggy and shit.
Yeah.
If it's on a paper plate, you gotta clean the microwave because that shit done leak through the fucking plate. It's not a good job, man.
Yeah, I'm over it.
I'm thoroughly over it.
I'm over it, man.
I hope everybody's Thanksgiving was good. I hope y'all got to spend time with your people.
You know what I peeped this year? I don't know if you've seen it. Social media, I seen way less plates this year.
I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy. Like, I'm gonna go there. Posting. You know how people post the pictures of like all the food on the table.
Yeah.
Whispers. We all eating the same shit. Like Whispers. Greens is not no new invention.
Yeah.
And the videos of people trying to go viral this year with the cooking the greens in the bathtub. Or did you see the one girl was soaking them in the washing machine? And it's just like, I hate. Since we're on the topic of Thanksgiving, Philadelphians spent their Thanksgiving lined up at Target. Let's just go ahead and do it.
Let's do it.
Let's jump
into it. Minute 3.
Let's get to it. Philadelphia women and some men are completely out of their fucking mind.
Yeah. In the words of my man Reddy, Philadelphia is a black Air Force One. And he made the distinction.
Just one black
Just
Air Force
one.
One. Yeah,
It's the display Air Force One at City Blue. Like, that's
shit.
Philadelphia.
Me and Jules went in the House of Hoops at KOP, or wherever sneaker store we go to. Yo, what y'all got the 15? Boy came out with all these boxes. We was like, oh shit, they got some 15s. He pulled the first joint. It was like a New Balance. Like, what's the skinny New Balance? I think they like 320s.
Oh, the 524s or whatever.
No. The ones that say they say the N real big on the side and got the patch.
Oh,
on
I
the
know what
front.
you're talking about.
They like 327s.
Okay.
It was a pair of those. I was like, no. Then he had like some other New Balance. I was like, no. And I was like, they all the same box. He was like, they Black Forces. I'm like, hell no. I was like, why do you have that video of those? Like, yeah.
Yeah, so with that in mind, you know, it made perfect sense why the situation unfolded the way it is. We're very ghetto, very gutted.
Yeah, man.
We totally lack couth, and collectively, everyone has the
I ain't
attention.
heard that in a minute.
Yeah, and collectively, everyone has the attention span of an ant.
Yeah.
And, you know, there was just certain context clues in the initial video that he posted, while hilarious, that told you once you get here and there's already 15 people in line, turn your ass around.
You out.
You out.
It's 15.
But in the words of my man Jamil Harrison, Coco, the godfather of Philly nightlife, everybody's VIP.
Yeah.
So niggas' whole thing is, man, I know somebody up in here. My man running the line. We getting in. We getting something. Ain't no way. I'm saying I was low Sully for 4 months, upgraded we getting in this joint. It's that sort of shit.
There was a video posted by a gentleman we won't mention because he doesn't sponsor the show. He said, show up to Target, 5th and Spring Garden. I'm buying the first 15 women.
2 carts.
2 carts. If it's hanging on the cart, if it's in the cart, if it's around the cart.
It's yours.
It's yours.
Check out. I'm cashing you out.
Now, while this video was created, you have to take into the account that there is nothing in the parking lot.
Nobody.
No one.
No humanity whatsoever.
No.
And there's an apartment complex right there, and there was still no humanity.
You have
in
to
the
also note that he came into the parking lot, dropped off the cameraman, and then left the parking lot to drive back into the parking lot.
Either that or pulled up, looked around, was like, yo, homeless boy, let me holler at you.
Yo, homeless boy.
You trying to make a dub real quick?
Yeah.
You know how to point and click, man?
My favorite part of the whole thing was as he's walking up to the Target, he said, "Oh, you here for the thing?" She don't know what's going on.
She don't know what's going on.
How she know what's going on if you making the video right now?
Oh,
You
my
here
God.
for the thing, and she don't know what's going on. That was hilarious. But he posted the thing, and then he posted.
She don't know what's going on.
That shit was hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing off of that. You here for the thing? Oh, she don't know what's going on. He gets to the joint. Boom, it's closed. Because this is the second biggest holiday in America. This is closed.
Yeah.
Go back to the Panorama. Target and Walmart announced during the Panorama that they would no longer be open on Christmas or Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
Because of the Panorama. And they kept that in place after said Panorama.
Right.
That shit is done.
The groundwork is laid already.
They're never open
It's a
again.
solid foundation right on the
Never
floor.
open again. I knew that already, I guess, because, you know, I'm a human.
Responsible adult.
I don't know. I just knew that.
Yeah. Have working internet access. Shit like that.
You know. So I guess a few women show up, and he started to cash them out. You know what I'm saying?
He said, yo, the store closed.
In the words,
I'm cash y'all out.
In the words of my favorite pimp on American Pimp Phoenix, you got to sock it to my pocket like a skyrocket. You know, that's where he got that from. That's American Pimp. So it's like, yeah, you know, he socked it to their pocket like a skyrocket, as he should. Gave him some cash, some $50 bills. You know, y'all do y'all thing.
Jump back in the machine.
Jump back in the machine, and you know, went and got ready for the dumpster tomorrow, whatever the fuck was going on. And Philadelphians flocked to the Target after seeing that. And I was flabbergasted.
It looked like one of the slave ships docked and then let the slave. Like,
It felt like Ellis Island.
yes.
Yeah.
It felt like the de-shipping at Ellis Island.
Yeah. It was.
Because not only was the place closed, said gentleman told y'all the place was closed in the video, but nobody made it that far, apparently. And then when y'all got there and seen it was closed, nobody had the wherewithal to be like, damn, this joint closed, we out.
Yeah, let me get back to this roast.
The police had to come
Dog.
to remove you niggas.
The Philadelphia Police Department had to dispatch officers
On holiday.
on Thanksgiving. All units, please respond. We got a melee going on at the Target 5th and Spring Garden.
And the craziest part was, even after all of those people showed up, the vast majority of the lot was still empty. So I think y'all just walked here from like 7th and Fairmount Project. Y'all just walked here. It was like, oh, damn, what's going on? Oh, yeah, no, we round there. That's the hood.
Barb had a tweet that went viral. It was like, if your chick is out there, get a new one.
Yeah, it's
And
a wrap.
it was given that a little bit.
Yeah, this was if your chick is out there, get a new one weekend in Philadelphia. Somebody who's alumni of the show who shall remain nameless posted in his close friends last night. He said, "Tonight is the night you find out if your bitch a dick eater or not." Tonight is the night.
Oh man, it wasn't a good look. You know what I'm saying? Now, shout out to said gentleman and other gentlemen and alumni of the show.
Yeah.
You know, Kevin Hearn, like, shout out to people.
Yeah, Boona pulled up.
They came back the next day, got people right, you know.
When it was open. That's
you know,
the-
and
that's-
I genuinely, I don't think it was no fuck around playing.
No, it wasn't. It was that was my thing.
And I'm not going to sit here and hate and be like, no, I really think it was like, yo, I'm going.
I legitimately think he tried to do some cool shit for the community. I think that somebody had brought it to my attention that the day before he was like, all the ladies just pull up at Target. I'm lacing y'all. And I'm just like, I think he realized like, that's a little bit too ambitious.
Right.
I forget how many followers I got and how big my reach is. Let me dial this shit back. 15 ladies. You know what I'm saying? He basically 15 ladies, even if y'all spend a stack a piece, whatever, 15,000, charge it to the fund. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. Charge it to the game, write it off on taxes.
Right.
Whatever the case may be. It's the end of the year. Niggas is looking for deductions like a motherfucker. So it might have been one of them Jones. But it's like there's no feasible way for him to service every single woman of Philadelphia with 2 carts of anything.
No. And this is one of the smaller Targets, the boutique Targets. They ain't even got no home, no garden center.
Yeah.
So ain't no hose.
They only got 3 air fryers in the whole spot.
Yeah, it's only, and one of them say oyster. You know what I'm saying? It's only 2 ninjas. Right. So it's like, you know, it while ambitious and hella decent, it just wasn't thought out.
Yeah, and it went awry. And I think he underestimated how psycho Philadelphians are and how underserved and in need these communities are.
Yes.
And the fact that there's an element of shysterism also of people that don't need your shit will jump in line to get some free shit if it's free. So it's like when you add all of those situations up and you put them in a nice gumbo, you put the oven on 8 out of 10. Yeah. I mean the stove on 8 out of 10 and you get that shit cooking. At some point, it will spill over. And that's what the fuck happened. It'll bubble up, and it'll spill the fuck over.
I do want to give a shout out to Rich Dollars, who's from Philly. Who
my God.
The funniest video where the chick walked back in the apartment is like, yo, what the stuff? And she like, ain't nothing. What'd she say?
He said, what happened to the stuff? He said,
wasn't nothing to get.
Wasn't nothing to get.
He like, oh, you were down there got robbed. I knew this bitch was going to get jacked. And she said, no, I ain't about to get robbed. He's like, well, where the fuck the air fryer at? And she was like, ain't no air fryer. It's a Ninja Grill. Wherever the fuck it is, where it's at, we got to cook the turkey. Look at the time. We got to cook the turkey. Look at the time. I couldn't stop laughing off of that. But yeah, man, it sent the entire internet into a fucking frenzy.
Yes.
Into a frenzy. That picture of him with his fist.
Oh my God.
up,
Somebody said he had author fists.
The funniest John that I couldn't post, somebody was like, when you standing at the abortion clinic waiting for her to come out.
Oh, my God.
I was like, what is up with you? Man? Like, look at it here.
Yeah.
Like, it really shows you just how, like, influence is a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because it will make people go against everything that they understand to be reality. Like, I know because I've been living on Earth for long enough that there is a select, like a handful of stores open on major holidays.
Yep.
And now we reached a point where you remember 24-hour Walmart?
Go on.
Remember 24-hour McDonald's? 24-hour diners? Diners,
Yeah.
Penrose Diner, Melrose Diner, City Diner, South Street Diner. These joints do not stay open past 10 p.m.
Nope.
We've just entered into a new space when it comes to commerce where it's like that 24-hour shit is out.
Yeah, it's no longer beneficial to be open for the sake of being open in the hopes that 4 drunk couples will come in here at 3 a.m. Y'all got to get whatever the fuck y'all going to get before 10:29 p.m. and that's just what it is.
That's
like
what it
that's
is.
life now.
And on the holidays, we just what's open is gas stations and pharmacies.
And Wawa.
Right, Wawa, Rite Aid, Walgreens. You not the Acme's and all that shit close at like noon. You know what I mean? Like the department stores are just not open.
Yeah.
The weirdest joint in this, I saw somebody go as far as to say Target dropped the ball.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wait, what? And I'm reading the comments and people like, yeah, like Target seeing him at them. Why they would let this go on is crazy. Y'all really, really dropped the ball. Like y'all. And I'm just like, yo. Target is a
multi-billion-dollar corporation.
International,
Yeah.
multi-billion-dollar publicly traded corporation. We don't give a fuck what some nigga posts on Instagram that he's doing. This is what? And I literally was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and I'm like, bro, I want to go as far as saying Target is competing for like #1 in department stores nationally.
Yeah.
So I went and looked it up. You know what the #1 department store is in the country?
Is it still Walmart?
No.
I don't know that.
Kohl's.
Oh shit.
It's Kohl's and Target.
Oh, because Kohl's got that middle America presence.
It's Kohl's and Target.
Yeah.
They battle back and forth. Kohl's has 1,914 stores. Target has 1,876 or some crazy shit like that. And as far as sales, I was saying to the homie, I'm like, I don't even know if Target is competing with Macy's. Sure enough, I go and look, Macy's is #1 as far as sales.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, like this is one of the biggest Jones on the planet, bro. Like that, this is anything. I don't give a fuck what y'all post.
It's like that one day doesn't change the trajectory of that store, this region, let alone the national output of numbers that these Target stores are doing, especially this time of the year.
No. We gonna do what the fuck we do regardless.
Regardless. Like, it'll be nice. We'd appreciate the money. We'll take the extra 15, 20 grand, whatever the case may be, but it doesn't change nothing. Nobody's getting a promotion or a bonus.
I went in Target the other day on DCAB and KOP. All the fucking gift cards are already fucking going. I'm like, damn, y'all ain't got no. She's like, I keep up with you. As soon as Halloween hits, the gift cards be like, just, they come and they go. I'm like, damn. Okay.
Yeah, they're running a money machine.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes fucking money, and not to mention they have the best fucking and the most thorough loss prevention probably in any retail chain there is. So that means that you selling a ton of shit. You got great brand identity, great brand equity. You got products that people like, people care about, and your shit is leaving the store at less of a rate than probably any other retail store that there is. Mm-hmm. So with all of that, it's like, motherfuckers is making money. Yeah. Like literally printing money.
It was just disturbing to see that go on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
Like y'all out there acting
My
like
man
that.
Ponzo had a tweet. He said he knew the Target was closed. Y'all bitches knew Target was closed. You hoes listen to anything a nigga with money gotta tell you.
That's really what it all boils down to. And that's what I mean with influence. Where if you got the right amount of influence, you can almost get people to like go against the truth.
Yep.
Go against reality.
No, that joint gonna open.
Yeah. No, because bro said
it gotta open.
Yeah. We down there.
He added them. I know they seen it.
The men down there was a little trouble.
Yeah.
That was a little troubling.
Sir, why are you here?
Like, you're not getting a cart full of shit. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Like, I can't see it being like 14 women and the one guy. You know, or 13 and 2. Like, this is not a moment.
Oh, bro, this discrimination.
Yeah, this is not a moment for diversity. If bro say 15 women, it's going to be 15 women.
Yeah, he's not an organization. He's one human doing this. And when I'm one human giving charity, I can give it to whomever I design and designate. This isn't rocket science.
Yeah. All around a weird look.
Yeah.
Very, very, very strange.
Yeah, but like you said, they came back the next day, did what they did, you know what I mean? Way less fanfare. I guess everybody was upset. Yeah. Seeing people trolling in the comments. The one girl talking about, this is crazy. I got 3 kids. I drove here from Baltimore.
Yeah.
Talil found her. She was like, oh my God. She was DMing her. She's like, oh my God, I was joking.
Little silly as
He was
shit,
like, yo,
man.
find this girl. I want to get some money to her, whatever. She was like, oh my God, I was joking. I'm sorry. I'll take your money though.
Yeah, that was definitely a weird John for Thanksgiving, man. Outside of that, they didn't really do shit. The games was junk. Did you see the Cowboys shit?
I didn't see
The
no
Cowboys
games.
line was 10.5. They was up 15 literally the whole second half. The last fucking play of the game, the fucking was it not the Vikings? The who the fuck did they play the other day? Damn, I'm drawing a complete.
Played the Lions?
No, the Lions played the Bills.
Okay. Lions won, right?
No, the Bills won. They came back at the end of one.
Okay.
I had the over in that game at 53.5. They finished with 53. Stupid. All week we lost. Yo, Rod lost games yesterday on 2 buzzer beaters. Buzzer beaters. Like one Joan was like the fucking Morris Peterson Joan. Like the nigga got the rebound with 2 seconds left and threw the ball in the air.
Yeah.
No, like threw it in the air. Game over. Nigga caught that Joan, drained it. Game over.
Divine intervention.
Divine terribleness. The fucking the Cowboys played the God damn, I'm drawing a complete fucking blank, yo. Who the fuck did they play? The Giants. Okay. But they were up 15, and literally the last fucking drive of the game, the Giants got down, and with fucking like 40 seconds left, they scored a touchdown. Cowboys won 28-20.
Damn.
Fuck the lineup. I was just like
smoking the line.
Lee Mom like, how you liking that food over there? Shit is horrible. It's just terrible. Like, but yeah, the games was junk. Like Thanksgiving is just.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Thanksgiving has jumped the shark.
Yeah, I'm. You know. And
we need another day in November to drive commerce, other than like go buy a bunch of fucking food.
Yeah,
because if you notice, if you look at the calendar, every month you have like the economic holiday of the month, like go spend money day of the month or whatever the case may be. That's how they keep this shit turning and churning.
But I don't know. Fuck Thanksgiving. I'm over it.
Yeah.
What else happened this week?
Meek and Friends. Give it up for Meek.
Okay.
Meek had his Dreams and Nightmares 10th anniversary concert last night at Wells Fargo. Sold that bitch out.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Meek and his whole team. Live Nation Philly, Dope Shows was a part of that.
I was Dope Shows a part of it?
Yeah, Dope Shows was a part of that and all that. Shout out to everybody for manicuring that
Tor, man. Tor was on stage and shit.
Tor doing this motherfucking thing, man. Tor got, I think he got like top 60 project independently right now on Apple Music nationally.
I saw he's in the top 25 like 3 times.
Yeah, he got 3 times. Yeah, the Philly chart. He got 3 songs in the top 25. We're gonna keep pushing, get Tor to the top 40 for the album, and then let's try to get all the 3 of them songs in the top 20 for the Philly charts.
Real shit, man.
So yeah, his Hood Poetry project is out right now, so that's dope. But yeah, Meek had a dope lineup. You know, he pulled out, you know, from the young bucks to the old heads.
I got to give you and Jules some credit. Y'all nailed. Y'all hit it on the head because I was just like, yo, who are the friends?
Yeah,
and
because it was no leaks.
No, and Jules was like, he's gonna bring out Future, and I'm like, I don't think Future's pulling up for this. He was like, I'm telling you, it's gonna be Future, and I know Fabio Foreign, and he nailed both of them on the head. And then you was like Uzi, and what was the one you called?
Uzi and Fabio was
no. You said Uzi and Fabio. He said Rowdy Rebel. And Future, and I don't know where he pulled that one out, but yeah, Rowdy was out there, like.
Yeah, so the overall lineup, him and Ross had a reunion. Shout out to that, man. That was beautiful.
Now, that's the one I didn't expect.
Nobody expected that.
Yeah, to see Ross.
Yeah, Ross and Meek have had some contention over the last 2 years or whatever about, you know, business and contracts and needing to be recontracted and all this different stuff or whatever, and tweets and nightclub altercations and all kind of stuff. But yeah, so they had a reunion. So you had Ross, Future, the Baby, Fabio Foreign, Uzi, Roddy Rebel, Too Rare, and the Philly Goats. Melly also was there. I was told, nobody confirmed that. Maybe they didn't know who she was, but Melly was there also, who was on Meek's Championships album. And she was supposed to sign with Meek. They had a controversy, so they had a reunion also, whatever. So this was like a super dope, good showing for Meek, you know, coming off the heels of Flamers 5 just dropping.
Was Fab there?
Fab was there.
Did he bring out Anuel, the bull?
No.
That would have been lit.
Yeah, Anuel getting like 500,000 a show.
Because everybody thinks they know that part of the song.
And all they know is brrr.
Yeah.
That's all they know.
He just be making words up when that shit come on.
Meek was an innovator with that song, man, because at that time, not a lot of people was was getting the Spanish music artists and all that on them records, and people didn't necessarily appreciate that record. They would cut it off when they got the Anuel part, and then now you fast forward and you see Anuel, Bad Bunny, J Balvin, all of these artists. These are the biggest artists in the world. It ain't just like the rappers no more, because 70% of the world speaks Spanish.
Yeah.
So it's like these are huge artists, like just making stupid amounts of bread.
I had somebody hit me, was like, yo, why you not in the Meek show? Like, you be there, like, why you not in the Meek joint? Like, you don't fuck with Meek? And I'm like, yo, I actually really do like Meek. Like,
Yeah.
I like Meek as a lot, but it's y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's that, and that's all.
it's y'all. That
Philly's a black Air Force One.
Yeah, like, I just don't want to be around that much of y'all at one time.
Yeah, and then when I was hearing what was going on there and niggas getting into fights and all that shit, I'm just like, yeah, y'all don't,
yeah,
y'all don't know how to act. Like, this is why
I didn't get no reports of anything, but I wouldn't put my money on that's a lie.
My young niggas had to step on some shit last night. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like Philly. Like, sometimes you gotta punch on a nigga. Like,
I've gone to events, right? I've gone to concerts, I've gone to games, I've gone to shows, I've gone to things.
Yeah.
I've never gone out for the evening and got my ass whooped. So what is that like exactly? What do you what do you do? Like, do you just continue on with the
it depends on who you are.
times like this? Like, do you just go back into
It depends on who you are and how bad the beating was. If it was just like a little clash where it's like, you got some hits off, they got some hits off, you might continue your night. Or you might shoot a nigga. I don't know. But typically if the shit goes really, really bad, if you get hands and feet put on you, you gotta go home.
I would imagine you need to see some medical attention or something.
Yeah. Or at the bare minimum, put some frozen peas on your face. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, with that in mind, it's just like it's just such a bad idea. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just crazy to see Meek on his 12th, 13th or whatever year in the game he is right now. The way that he's able to not polarize is the right word, but kind of like ignite the city. Like, Meek doing something, boom, city go right up. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of this commerce jumps up. All of the mall is filled. All of the fucking boutiques got business. All of the hair salons and barbershops.
Your man made a very good point the other day at the football joint. He clearly was a rapper of some sorts.
Oh, Hazy.
Yeah, Hazy.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. He was cool as shit. But he was like, yo, one thing for sure, this city gonna come to fuck live for me. He's like, we might bigger beef all this bullshit back and forth, but it's like if Meek got something going on,
everybody's there.
Yeah.
So concerts sold out, after parties sold out, beauty salons, barbershops sold out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ate good this weekend. Anything that was economically around the business of Meek Mill made money this weekend.
Shout out to Barb, you know what I'm saying? TRP alumni. She catered the event backstage and shit. Like, it was
Yeah, they catered the Ride Wave on Friday too.
Okay, yeah, shit.
Yeah, they had a busy weekend, man. Team Tasty's out here doing their thing.
Somebody the other day tweeted, and it had a bunch of journalists like, I really want Rod Wave to like meet better people. And I like, apparently he's like really depressed.
Yeah, his music is super duper depressed.
Yeah, I never got super into it, but yeah.
He's never been done right by anybody in his life.
But yeah, the tweet was like go and go, and I was just like, I didn't get it.
Yeah, and he's like an extreme introvert. He was recently talking, like starting to do some interviews and stuff. He don't really talk. He was basically saying like, yo, I don't want to do shit except do music and like stay in a house. He was like, but unfortunately, the economy like around my music has gotten so big that like I have to go on tour. Like it was like these people is giving me $400,000 to do the Barclays Center and stuff like that. He's like, I have to go, and I'm just like, you gotta go. You know what I mean? It's like that sort of thing. But it's like, yeah, people like him and Youngboy find themselves in that interesting spaces where like their fan bases are trained to just mobilize around their releases and listen to every single song with the same level of intent and intention straight down the line or whatever the case may be, and it costs them so little to produce music that they just like make money off their music. But like Youngboy said right now, he got an offer to do a tour for $15 million. He said, I'm turning them bitches down left and right. But at some point, the number's gonna get so big, you're gonna have to bring your ass out the house. Like, because, you know, it's going to be life-altering money, and it's like, you know, it ain't even necessarily about the money. It's about the economy around the money and the things that you can do as far as setting up your future for your kids and all of that, and your family, and the things that you can generate by having that money. This is the reason why Future takes $75 million for his back catalog to go and turn around and buy a $16 million house and all of this stuff, understanding like, oh, Miami real estate is going up. I'm going to buy a $16 million house. That's going to be a $30 million house
in
at
4 years. That's going to double.
That's going to double.
Maybe even triple.
I take that. I go over here.
Did you see the crib Ellen sold Scooter Bronson? She bought the house for $14 million, put $2.5 million into it, was into it for $16.5. She sold it to Scooter Braun. I said Scooter Bronson. Scooter Braun. She sold it to him. She had it for a year and a half. She sold it for $38 million.
Jesus.
I'm like, God damn. I'm over here trying to figure out what the Jets going to do.
All this goddamn hard work.
Dog. Made $20+ million off that fucking house. Crazy.
That's nuts.
Crazy. But yeah, man, shout out to Meek for the concert. You know, it looked fun. It looked decent. I didn't know about the squabbles, but you know, they around.
Yeah, my man. Shout out my man Mike F. Yo, he had the best tweet of the night. He said, yo, the one night I decided to go out in Philadelphia. He lives in LA and shit. He was like, yo, the one night I decided to go out in Philadelphia, and I've come to the conclusion there are no bad bitches here. And I'm like, yes and no. He's like, if it is, they do not come outside.
That's funny.
I'm like, yeah, man, you know, it's pretty much the going out public is like a series of female gang members. That's pretty much what it is.
There's some really bad ones in the city.
Oh, it's some super.
I don't agree with that one bit. It's some super. The problem is you don't have enough Cubans. Because if you got 4 or 5 Cubans,
you can get a closer glimpse. Because
all the time I see the super bad ones, they with like Meek or, you know,
niggas with Cubans.
Yeah, George Niang from the Sixers. It's just whoever ball or rap, you know how that shit go. It's pretty much the way it always works. 3 weeks removed now. How do you feel about Drake and 21 album?
I love it.
It gets better every time I listen to this shit.
I love it. I keep finding new songs that I like more and more. More M's has crept up to the top of my list for my favorite songs on the album.
Dog, I what's the last John? It's Fuck Me?
I guess it's Fuck Me.
I play that. I start my day with that.
Yeah, it's an excellent album.
And I was explaining to my homie the other day. He's like, because he's like a one of those, you know,
Bomb Atomically.
Yeah. He's a Mark Buchanan.
Boom bap.
Yeah, not boom bap, but like
original rap.
He's more like a. I had this bad bitch uptown. She was whoa. Like he one of them niggas. Like,
I had a bad bitch uptown.
Like them super duper like. He your size, but his leather's a 6X.
Okay, got it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He might wear 2 pair of jeans. Like, he one of them niggas. And he like, I don't understand how people eat this shit garbage. Like, what the fuck? And I'm like, it's not Raekwon and Nas and, you know, it's not that. Drake is a genius for just the way he structures his not even bars, but just the delivery in his music.
Yeah, he's a genius at music making.
And I'm going to say this. Who's the best rapper out of Jay-Z, Nas, and 50 Cent?
Nas.
Who's the second best rapper out of Jay-Z, Nas, and 50 Cent?
Jay-Z.
Who's in no way, shape, or form even close to being close to first or second place?
50 Cent.
But 50 Cent is a flow master. And me and my man Dickie, we shout out Ray Ray, you know what I'm saying, out there with his he got Miss Tiny's Cuisine out Glen Olden. Like, that's my man. We grew up together. Me and Dickie used to be on that shit from back in the day. 50 is a flow master.
Yeah.
He know how to get on the track, and while I'm not gonna bar you niggas to death, I'm gonna say some shit that you're going to remember, and it's going to be easy to catch.
And by the time you tired of it, I'm at the hook.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm out.
50 got on that 1, 2, 3. Come on, man, I'm hot now. Top down. Drop now, I got style. Been around the block, pal. Imagine what I got now. The Bentley, the Ferrari. Maybe the Bugatti, Range, or Maserati. He know how to do that.
Yeah.
Drake is the exact same, where it's like, am I a better rapper than Lil Wayne? Probably not. Am I a better rapper than Jay-Z? Probably not. But I can get on these Jones, and I can do shit to where you're like, oh, time to get exposed. Like, he just know how to flow and fuck with it. And I'm like, 21 is just so, he's a simple rapper. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Drake
It's very straightforward.
Straightforward. Drake is a hidden bar nigga where it's like 21 get on. It's nothing to think about. 21 get on the track. He says this shit. Never give a bitch your dot. That's how you get shot. It's very simple. You understand? You don't have to
I
think
did him
about
in
it.
vanish mode. I do that shit a lot.
Like that's 21.
And niggas like, right.
But then Drake is like that nigga where it's like the hidden bar shit where what'd he say? We might pop up on him at will like Suzuki, Kawasaki, sushi, sake, the money growing trees like shiitake. They try to get spicy with me, so I want to. Even that, like, miso sauce. He's naming all this Japanese shit and just knows how to. They try to get spicy with me, so I wonder how they gonna stop me. I'm really on a roll like Hamachi. For your birthday, your man got a table at Hibachi. It's just so simple, perfect. And it's just them two together. I'm going there. Him and 21 are better than him and Future.
It's because they fill in each other's. They're so different that they fill in each other's blind spots.
Where it's like Future and Drake on a song together, it's like two completely different flows and two completely different structures. But him and 20, they're like, think about No BS. They're going back and forth to the point where it's like they're catching each other. They're a good match. They're a very good match with each other.
And to Joe Budden's credit, because he brought this to the forefront, he said this when Drake dropped that 2-pack or whatever, the 3-pack that went 1, 2, 3 on Billboard. He said Drake is a master at finding these fucking pockets of where his flow goes.
Right.
And like in unconventional ways. And on that 3-pack, he showed you he did it every different song. Lemon Pepper Freestyle, Needs and Wants. And then what was the third song on there?
Valentine's Day I Had Sex.
What's Next?
What's Next?
Yeah. And it's like every single song, it's like he shouldn't be rapping like that. And we shouldn't be hearing it as if it's the right way for him to rap on that song. But he makes the shit work.
Right.
Like he retrains people's ears in order to hear shit in a different way to where it's like the beat is like crafted around his lyrical structure.
And I explained it to my homie Craig where it's like, yo, when you're getting on these songs and you're waiting for the why you screaming like it's a slug, it's only the hawk moment, and he's not gonna do that.
It's not coming.
But him doing maybe I should do a 20. Maybe I should break that 20, do a 10. Maybe I should break that 10, do a 5. Then if it gets live, do a 5 again. Did you see motherfuckers done started? Somebody had a joint the other day was like niggas putting their bets in.
Yeah.
And it was like doing their parlays. Like maybe I should do a 20, break that 20 in half. Maybe I should do a 10. But it's like he just understands that he's the flow master of this generation without a shadow of a doubt. As good as Lil Wayne was at flowing on tracks and making something, like Wayne was that. Wayne would take a beat and just go somewhere else. Where he's not, think about $100 million, DJ Khaled on. Everybody was rapping so fast and getting off all the shit, then Wayne comes on, I all-nighted, I everydayed. And when it comes to my dues, I overpaid it. Like he just knows how to do that no matter what's going on. And Drake is just, yeah,
he's the evolution of Wayne.
He's the evolution of it. Exactly. People were mad yesterday. I saw a post like, damn, I thought Meek was going to bring Drake out. I was like, I'd have bet against that.
Yeah, I would have took big money
on the under on that. Like, yeah, I didn't see Drake showing up for the free ski.
I mean, certain niggas is too rich. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake is, one of them niggas. Travis Scott is one of them niggas. Like certain niggas is just too rich. Like Lil Baby has gotten too rich in too short of amount of time. Like I'm not showing up to your free show, to your show for free or your free show or anything with free in it.
Yeah. I'm
not coming. Period.
Yeah.
Unless we got something going on together that we're selling. Like Drake showed up to Spell House, which is Spellman and Morehouse's homecoming or whatever with 21. We got something to sell. So I'm here for the free ski. He showed up at Louisiana Fest. This is the guy that gave me my career. I'm a billionaire. I'm here. I can't say that for the rest of you niggas in the industry. And he been telling y'all for the last 4 years that he hate all of y'all.
Did you see Wayne in the interview was like, he heard Drake rap and he was like, yo, you nice. Like, this shit is cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really, really, like, got something. Like, you, all that. He's like, they left out of the studio. He's talking about when he found out about Drake singing.
Okay.
And he said he left out of the studio. He came back, and they was playing a song that had Drake on the hook. And he was like, who the fuck is that? And he's like, Mac was like, that's the boy. And he's like, I went to him like, yo, you sing too? And he's like, he was like nervous about the shit. Like, yeah, I be fucking around. He was like, no, nigga, that's what you do. Like, that's what's going to separate you. And then
here we are.
You know what I mean? But he was like afraid to say it at first. Like, nah, nigga, I just heard this shit. Who the fuck was that? Like,
No, this ain't me.
No, this ain't me. We gotta put that on the shirt. No, this ain't me.
This ain't me. Real quick before we get continue going, man. I just want to give a quick shout out to some of our sponsors that we got. We got a live show coming up January 22nd. We are already 40% sold out. Let's give it up for us.
Yes. Closer to 50 now.
Yeah, closer to 50 now. Our big sponsor, 14th and Market, man. They are the number one black ad agency, content creation firm, all things media. Any idea that you have that you're trying to get out to the world or whatever, they can help you, facilitate said idea, take it to the masses, and take it to a big corporation if indeed it makes sense. Make sure y'all follow them on Instagram, 14th and Market. So shout out to them. Shout out JP. Shout out Jim Money. And the whole team over there. They'll be at the live show January 22nd, helping us out with the production and behind the scenes and all of that. It's going to be a super dope vibe. Shout out One Fam Radio. They are one of the official sponsors of our live show. Shout out Black. Shout out all of the guys. Kasim. Shout out all the guys over there. Make sure y'all listen to their podcast. Make sure y'all follow them on IG, number One Fam Radio. Make sure y'all subscribe to their podcast, all places that, podcasts are available. For those of you that came to the last anniversary show, y'all know that they opened up for us at our 5th anniversary show at Punchline. Super dope team of guys over there, man, doing their thing. And they literally support any and everybody doing a podcast. They be the first ones to, champion people and help push their product and all of that. So we just need y'all, the same way y'all support us, go support them guys. Make sure y'all, listen to the show and mess with the guys over there. But yeah, shout out 14th and Market. Shout out One Fam Radio. We appreciate the support. We love y'all. And we're going to keep pushing. Make sure y'all get tickets to our show, trpe6.eventbrite.com. That show is Sunday, January 22nd at Noto. First of its kind at Noto. We are about to completely raise the bar for live podcast shows here in Philadelphia as far as from a production, a visual aspect, and all of the super dope surprises and stuff that we got planned for that show.
Yeah, I got a couple ideas I want to pull off, man. I'm looking at Tiger Reynolds. You know what I'm saying?
It was crazy. I was just watching the BMF documentary right now. It was on Stars every Sunday, but niggas Saturday at midnight. So they was just talking about the episode that just aired. They was talking about Meek's birthday party when Meek got off house arrest for killing Wolf or whatever like that. They had him on home confinement pending charges, whatever. You know who Meek's attorney was for that case? Think about the state of Georgia. Who are the top attorneys in the state of Georgia right now that are notable people?
The DA chick?
Not the DA chick.
Phaedra?
Not Phaedra.
I'm drawing a blank.
Going the opposite direction. So it's three.
You're going in the
opposite direction. It's three super huge attorneys in the state of Georgia right now, as far that are basically like the Johnny Cochran of like Georgia. It's Brian Steele, who's Young Thug's attorney. There's Drew Feinling, who is 42 Doug, YFN Lucci, and a couple other people's attorney. And I forget the third guy's name or whatever, but that's who Gunna has or whatever. But yeah, Drew Feinling was his attorney.
Okay.
Who's defending YFN Lucci right now in his RICO case.
Interesting.
Yeah, so he was much younger then.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's like night and day, like seeing his photos and shit. But yeah, so that this particular episode that aired this week, they were talking about Meech's birthday party, and the guys from APD and the local FBI and the DEA were talking about how they saw this big this invitation for Meech's birthday party and blah, blah, blah. So they got surveillance outside and all this old shit. And they said, we seen a tiger coming down Peachtree. And it was just like, what is going on here? And it was like, we looked at the invitation and it was like, Big Meech, King of the Jungle. They're like, oh, okay. Then they said an elephant came down right after. Like a tiger and an elephant coming down Peachtree.
I was looking at it the other day and I'm like, yo, no one's brought a tiger into the club in Philly.
It's time.
It's time. You know what I'm saying? It might be time.
Yeah, it's time.
Yeah. Make sure we get the right situation set up so we can't get sued. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
Don't pet the tiger.
Yeah, figure that out. You know what I mean? It was a lot of live shows this past week.
Yeah.
The Office had their live show.
Office had
Shout
their
out
live
to them.
show. Sandbox had their live show yesterday.
Shout
I
out
pulled
to-
up to that joint. Shout
Shout
out
out
to
to
them.
the Sandbox. Somebody the other day asked me, was like, how do I feel about the live show influx in the city? And I'm like, yo, I think it's dope. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like, you got to remember this shit didn't exist a couple years ago.
At all.
Yeah, it just didn't. Like, you know, it just really didn't exist. So to see it get to a point where, you know, you can really have people come out, have people show up, support, be part of whatever your movement is. I'm not that.
Yeah, I'm happy for everybody.
People be looking at me to be like that, and it'd be like,
we champion everybody's podcast for the most part. Some of y'all are ridiculous, but for the most part,
some podcasts stink. But
yeah, but for the most part, we try to champion everybody's podcast, and we've been, you know, in a position to where it's like, you know, we have a substantial amount of fanfare. We have a lot of economy around our show, and you know, we've shared our audience, shared our resources with all different podcasters. We had Mona at our private show last December, or whatever the case may be, when she first got with Breakbeat or whatever like that. We had her as our special guest for that show. We had One Fam open up for us. You know, I've helped secretly produce a number of different podcasts that are out there and stuff like that. We've appeared on different people's podcasts over the years and stuff like that. So we try to champion everybody. You know, I've even appeared on shows to my own detriment. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I just make myself available, and we make ourselves available as a resource to other shows, whether it be, you know, through conversation, advice, show appearances, you know, insight, whatever the case may be, because the bigger the overall industry gets, the bigger everybody should get, is the thought process. You know what I mean? And our whole thing is just to never, you know, close a door, because you never know who the next superstar of industry may be, and they might be the one to pull us up to a higher level.
Absolutely. So I'm rereading the joint now. The thing I was reading the other day was saying that any tiger rental of a tiger over 60 pounds has to stay in a cage.
Yeah.
So I found the tiger the other day was 55 pounds.
Okay.
So he could be out.
All right.
Yeah.
We had a tiger roaming.
Yeah, just roaming. You know what I'm saying? Should be lit.
Nobody don't come with no meat perfume on and no dumb shit like that.
You bitches trying to sneak jerky in your purse.
Like, is that ribeye?
Yeah, you gonna get found out in there. Real talk. But no, the live shows, man, it's what should be happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's the best way.
And I feel like we have a lot to do with, you know, the influx of live shows and stuff like that, and just people looking at us and realizing, like, yo, it's possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I could get a room and, you know, put a room with 100 seats or whatever and like that, and, you know, I could monetize my art and my audience or whatever like that, because anything that you're really good at, you should get paid for. So I totally agree with, you know, the live show model. The Sandbox had merch last night. Like, motherfuckers is on it. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very dope and encouraging to see that people are taking their craft very, very seriously and putting, you know, business around their hobbies and what they doing.
Yeah, no, that shit is lit, man. Congrats to everybody, man.
Hell yeah.
You know, January, we're going to try to blow the roof off this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And, you know, take it to somewhere else, man. You know, hopefully somebody...
Talked to Pastor Carl this morning. He going to be in the building.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a personal call. He said, yo, Naker, what's going on with these VIP tickets? I said, you Pastor Carl, you automatically VIP. Well, yeah, that's cool, but I need my ticket.
Well, we need 200. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
We need our money.
Yeah, VIP tickets is going up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sick of y'all at this point. No bullshit, I got like 10 calls.
Yeah, you know nobody sent me money, right?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like, they just talking to talk.
Yeah, it's like, yo, can I get a VIP joint? All right, yeah, no, we kept a couple in the tuck. Well, you just cash at me. All right, I'm going to holler at you after this game.
Nothing.
Like, oh, you waiting on the Nuggets under 2?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And it's like, you know, and I was telling Carl this morning, I said, yo, we're very intentional with everything we do. We structured the show.
It might seem like we're playing.
We're not
We
fucking
ain't
around.
playing.
We're not fucking around. We structured the show in a way where people could come to this show at whatever price point they deem comfortable.
Right.
Everybody doesn't have the same level of buy-in, so it doesn't make sense to charge everybody the same ticket.
Exactly.
For the same experience. But the people that want to pay a higher ticket, you're going to get an improved experience. You're going to get a free gift. You're going to get giveaway. It's all other types of shit that comes with that level of access and level of privilege. But I was explaining to him, I'm like, yo, we did a show in August. We did our live show in August. Supposed to be July. We ended up pushing it back 2 weeks, whatever. Did a live show in August. It was a private show. We did it at 1212 Lounge at Tasty's, whatever. Phenomenal. Everybody came, had the fucking time of their life. Like a super dope, superior vibe.
That night
like,
was fun as shit.
Fun as
That
shit.
was a
We
fun
had
ass
our
show.
blast.
Yeah, that was a fun ass night.
And we did that. We did an $85 all-inclusive ticket. First thing Carl said was like, oh my God. Like, 85, I was like, free food, free liquor, nothing ran out. We had everything. Hookah, everything. I forgot we had hookah too. Everything all night. He like, oh my God, like, what? And I'm like, yeah. And we had like a slow ticket cycle. Like, it took some time. I said, so with this in mind, we cut back the overall price, offered a little bit less for this particular show, cut back the price a little bit, but then we structured these other cheaper tickets to where if you want to pay $25, you can pay $25. You want to pay $40 for a reserved seat, you can pay $40, whatever the case may be, to where the economy of it all works out to the end number that we want it to be, and the user experience can be whatever you want to make it. Instead of saying everybody's $75 or whatever the fucking case may be, and then the tickets don't sell or whatever the fuck. This show has had the reverse effect. Because only thing people like more than being told to come to something is being told you can't come. So once certain shit gets sold out and people lose access to stuff, now the demand goes through the fucking roof. So that's what we're experiencing now these last 2 weeks where people like, wait, y'all show sold out. It's like, yeah, I don't know where the fuck y'all been for the last 6 years. Like, people love us. Like, and the people that don't talk to us every day love us more than you motherfuckers that call us on the phone. Right. So with that in mind, they not playing. They're going to lock their tickets in. If they making travel arrangements, we got people flying cross country and coming from Atlanta and stuff like that to come to this show. Like, it's a big deal to people. So with that in mind, we're going to show up for them like it's a big deal. So it's like, anybody that's lagging behind, it's like, I don't know what you want me to do. Okay. Like, it's like that sort of thing. Like, I don't know what you want me to do, man. But we're working our best to try to work around some of this stuff and all of that. But, yes, there are a few hidden VIP tickets if y'all want them. The price is up on them, but, contact me or Matt or the TRP page. We can work something out if you just got to be VIP.
Yeah, I'm literally the other day, I was telling Jules, I'm like, we should have did some fucking insider trading shit. I'm like, what we should have did was
bought them all.
It's just to resell. Exactly.
Bootleg our own shit.
Yeah, and I got two of them Jones, 350. You know what I'm saying? And just been pumping them shits off in the street. But yeah, man, go to trpe6.eventbrite.com. Yeah. Get your tickets. Don't play around. Be in the building.
This show will sell out.
We got Hennessy sponsoring the damn thing. They doing drink packages. They doing complimentary drinks. They
bottle specials.
There's gonna be hookah that you can get. The hookah is limited.
We
got told that the hookah is limited.
If you're not sitting in a section, you can't get a hookah.
Right, but the hookah will be there. We're gonna have tons of merch. Big Dan is there.
I found some merch.
Oh, I told you I found merch too. It's everywhere. I found some merch. I was going through a box in my car and I found like 10 of the Sixers shirts, the black ones. Oh yeah, okay.
I didn't even know what was in there.
I actually need some of them.
Well, when we leave here, you
got any 2Xs?
I don't know what's in there.
I need a couple.
You can pick through them and tell me what you got. What you need.
But yeah, man, it's gonna be. Listen, give me the hand claps. We got DJ A-Book.
Yes, we do.
As the DJ.
Got the number one DJ in the tri-state.
You got the king of. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got the king of vibes there. Does DJ Book have kids?
Yes,
he does. Mm-hmm. Girl or boy?
Girl.
Oh, okay. I'd be interested in his daughter. Like, there's a daddy-daughter dance at the school. He's like, is it gonna be the vibe?
Right? Is the vibes gonna be there? Do I need to supply the vibes?
Shout out A Boogie, man. But yeah, A Boogie's gonna be DJing, man. We got the Vibe King.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. We're already planning our outfit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a thing. If I get this,
up there.
If I get this T-shirt gun in this tiger, I'm telling you, this shit gonna be lit. That's all I want. T-shirt gun and tiger. I don't even need no money.
Yeah.
I just pay me in the tiger and the T-shirt gun, and we straight.
That's funny as hell.
But yeah, man, like I said, get your tickets, man. You know, like we do got a couple of those VIPs in the tuck. Just because we did some other shit. We've got sections around. It's gonna be a thing.
It's gonna be dope, man.
You know what I'm saying? But this past week we got all of our shit handled as far as like things that needed to go out and come in. We got you know, the banners coming in, step and repeats, fucking, you know, all of our decoration, and it's
gonna be dope.
It's gonna be
a big
dope.
deal.
It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be in Noto.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We started this shit at a goddamn kitchen table. And,
Yeah.
you know, getting to a point where you can have this shit in the #1 nightclub in Philly and, you know, really, really like get to a sellout in there. That's decent.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's going to be great, man. Shout out Dre Ali, our Noto consigliere.
Yeah.
Shout out Brian, operations manager, general manager for Noto for, you know, understanding the vision and, you know, what we doing. I've been having weekly follow-ups with Dre Ali about this and that. Shout out Raj, man. I can't shout out Raj enough. He's been like a rock for us as far as like getting stuff done, and just his pace of how he's like knocking out work for us is like unfucking precedented, man. Like that's my guy, man. It's my brother. Known him for 30 plus years at this point, and just an absolute great person, super duper talented. Y'all can follow him on the gram, RC Graphics. If y'all need any work done, whatever, y'all can contact me, contact him. Like he's the fucking man. You know what I'm saying? He's done logos and different stuff for like a bunch of different other podcasts and stuff like that, who shall remain nameless. But yeah, he's been doing his thing for sure. So we had some topics this week that we came up with. Some TRP original topics that kind of go into one another. But before we get into those, I think I want to close the show with those. Let's follow up on this first week of the FIFA World Cup.
Okay. It's been a wild one.
Been a wild one. It's been some upsets. Been some unexpected stuff. I don't think nobody got booked.
No.
None of the athletes got booked.
I want to start with Qatar, the actual Qatari team.
Okay.
So you know Qatari is not a football nation. Football.
Yeah.
They're not a football nation.
Yeah.
That's not what they do. And they did all of this shit, $220 billion to get the shit there, and their team essentially stinks.
Sucks.
They showed a video clip the other day of the Qatari team. The nigga had a breakaway at the goal. The goalie fell down. It was him alone, and the nigga just missed. He just missed the goal. I was like, yo, what the fuck was that, man?
It's like, oh, you ass.
Oh, you ass. All right, cool.
You a Big Sean song.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, I see you playing. So the Qatari team came out the other day, and no one ever loses the opening match when they're the host. That's never happened. Qatari went right out there and got smoked. First game.
Oh, nobody never lost? Watch this.
Watch this.
Hold my beer.
Oh, watch this, Playboy. They went out there and got smoked.
Jeez
Then they went out
Louise.
there the other day and they played Senegal, who's one of the worst teams ever. Senegal beat them 3-0.
Yeah, smoked.
It's just like, yo, what the fuck? So they're playing again. Around Jules like, yo, it's so many tickets for the Qatar game. It's not even funny.
Because they got the whole team
Nobody
got
wants to
turned into a
watch
pack.
that.
Nobody wants to deal with this crap. This is junk.
It's insane. So the Qatar team is just completely terrible amongst all of this nonsense that goes on. The second thing that's very ridiculous. So you know, you and Kev were talking about how commerce gets driven in these situations where people lobby to have these things come to their city because they know we're going to make so much. Like you just spoke about Meek. We're going to make so much money on the back end and cheesesteaks and pretzels and this and that and this, that, and the third.
We'll pay the fee.
Bruh. So you know how like NBA teams that come here to play basketball, right? 9 times out of 10, they stay at the Four Seasons. That's where they be at. A lot of times you'll see football teams, they stay at the Lowell's on 12th and Market or whatever. We know that because we hear, but it's not advertised. Bruh, in Qatar, they literally have a website where it shows you
Where each team is
where
staying.
each team is staying, and then the hotels raise the price because they knew that people would want. They literally advertise it like, "Stay with your team." Like, come to the W. This is where England is staying.
Yeah.
Come to the Ritz. This is where.
$3,300 a night.
Jules said every hotel where every team. He's like, you can literally go in there and see like Argentina's here, Brazil's here, Sweden is here, Italy is here, USA is here. I'm like, that's the craziest shit I ever heard of in my life. But over there, you know, it's no crime. So they ain't like motherfuckers coming here to steal or bring in the hotels to act a fool because, you know, you're going to get hit with the stick. But it's just wild to see that, like, it's all commerce. Like, we advertising this shit.
We got 220 Bs out. We got to get this bread back.
We advertising this shit. Yo, hotel rooms is normally $500 a night at the W. Why the fuck is they $1,900? Oh, because Sweden here.
Yeah.
You love Sweden, don't you? Come stay with Sweden. And they're like, that's how they're advertising this shit. Yeah, it's crazy, man. So then the other day, the big thing that's got everybody fucking wilding was Team Saudi Arabia. Shout out to those guys. They played Lionel Messi in Argentina in the opener. Saudi Arabia has never beat Argentina.
Yeah.
Ever. They went out there and beat Lionel Messi and Argentina 2-1 in a World Cup game. The royal family from Saudi Arabia gave every member of the team brand new Rolls-Royce Phantoms. Mm-hmm. Then, to kick it up a notch, they declared that day a national holiday in Saudi Arabia.
Hey, beat Lionel Messi, dog.
You beat Lionel Messi, y'all some legends. Crazy, right?
That's fire.
These motherfuckers love football. And watching that FIFA documentary, you really get an understanding of it where it's like, oh, this ain't the NBA.
No.
This ain't even the NFL.
Yeah, these aren't like casual fans that are just like, you know, I'm betting so I care, shit like that. It's not that. Like their pride, their identity, there's nationalism that's tied to this game. You know what I mean? Like people have died. Like you know what I mean? Like depending upon certain circumstances and stuff like that. Like these people absolutely care. Like they put the fan in fanatic. Like these people are dead serious about this shit.
Right.
And it's not one or two countries. It's all of them that participate.
Nuts, man. Absolutely nuts. The FIFA shit I got to get over there. That shit just seemed wild as fuck. It seemed very, very good. Have you watched any of the games?
Like bits and pieces.
Okay. Because it's on at so weird times and shit. They try to make the USA games like relative for us to where it's like 2 in the afternoon, 3 in the afternoon. But the rest of that shit, I be on BN. Like that shit. Did you know Qatari owns BN Sports?
Really?
Yeah, they own the whole network. Motherfuckers own everything, man.
Bad motherfuckers.
Some bad motherfuckers, man.
We got to do a show, I think, on Patreon about the Eastern penetration into like Western business markets and stuff like that, and like reveal some of this true ownership of some of these like networks and companies and organizations and stuff like that. We got to do that real soon. It's gonna take some homework because we got to like prep and go do some deep dives and stuff, but make it an impactful episode. But we have to do that.
Did you see Lionel Messi has a deal offer from MLS for Miami?
Really?
And they saying that the deal is projecting him to be the highest paid soccer player ever.
Yeah, they were saying because Ronaldo just got severed ties with with Real Madrid or whatever.
Because Messi played for PSG.
Yeah,
who Qatar owns. Nuts. Yeah, but they talking about
and they saying like if Ronaldo come over, like it'll probably be like the biggest deal in history. So now you got two different people that may be shifting at the same time. Like that shit'll be huge for American soccer.
It's crazy how much money these motherfuckers make. It's unreal.
KD is a part owner of the Philadelphia Union.
Yeah.
And when they were founding that league, that shit was like at an extreme low. Like niggas got in at the floor. And now MLS has like become big fucking business. Like the stadium is down in Chester. I don't know if any of y'all ever, come across it or whatever like that. But when they have games down there, that shit be bumping down at the Philadelphia Union Stadium. Philadelphia, the MLS soccer is big business now, man. That shit is crazy to see how it emerged the last 10 years.
Yeah, no, the soccer in general.
Yeah.
The money is just astro-fucking-nomical, man.
All the Saudi Arabia team jerseys is sold out.
Yeah.
Retail blackout across the board.
They jerseys hot, too. Fire,
that emerald green.
Yeah, that green and black shit. Yeah, they jerseys all that. But yeah, no, they off the fucking shelves. I'm happy for them.
Yeah.
One game, you get a Phantom?
You said they didn't even make the qualifier.
No, that's the crazy part. They ain't even hit the qualifying joint yet. Just straight up beat Messi.
That's all that matters, baby.
Yeah.
We'll take this.
National holiday.
We need better friends.
We need better fucking friends. We need better everything, man. Bigger, bitch. Seriously.
Better friends, goddamn.
Goddamn, man. Straight up.
Goddamn.
What else you got over there?
That was pretty much it on FIFA. You got anything else?
No, because it's still going. You figure it's whole nother month.
Okay.
Figure the championship game is December 20th.
Oh, yeah. A lot of time. 3 whole weeks.
It's amazing how cheap the tickets are when you get over that motherfucker. Yeah.
Real quick, before we wrap up these other final topics, I'm saying wrap up like we not at the midpoint,
Right.
but we got some custom topics. But one more shout out to another one of our sponsors, L&W Interior Concepts, based in Philadelphia. L&W Interior Concepts is an interior design firm specializing in designing their clients' personal style while transforming their homes into spaces that feel exclusively personalized. They consider design and art and aim to give their clients classic, timeless spaces that will endure trend after trend. Please go to their website, lnwinteriors.com, and anyone who completes a design questionnaire will receive a complimentary discovery call to discuss their project. This is a big deal for us to have a client of this magnitude, signed on with us, sponsoring the show and everything like that. L&W Interior Concepts does staging and apartment interior design and stuff like that for like a lot of the big Philadelphia management companies and different companies and stuff like that in the area, in addition to like their private client portfolios and stuff like that. And this is literally like a homegrown company, founded and scaled here in Philadelphia. And I've literally seen this company go from their infancy to where they are now, where they have like this huge backlog of clientele all the way up until like, the middle of 2023 already. And, shout out to Lauren, the owner of the company, for locking in with us and sponsoring the show, sponsoring the live show and everything like that. So make sure y'all visit their website, lnwinteriors.com, and also follow them online, LNW Interior Concepts. All right. Topics. We haven't done this on a big show in a while because we be saving these like customized topics and stuff like that for Patreon. But I'm so sick of niggas that it's time to do it on the big show again.
Okay.
It's time to to restore the vibes or whatever the case may be. Question that you posed the other day, which
I posed?
Yes.
Okay.
Question that you
You're
posed.
the only person here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You. Question that you posed the other day that led us into this topic and then subsequent topics that come from it, because we're going to go down a whole chain.
Okay.
And probably use this whole remaining hour to do so.
Okay.
Is it time for social media to end?
It was time 5 years ago, in the sense of what people are using it for.
Correct. I'm
not gonna hold you. And this is just me. I want to say this the right way. Do you agree with me that Instagram has become a marketplace?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Kendrick Lamar said Instagram is the best way to promote some pussy.
Yeah.
People are selling pussy, cakes, chocolate covered dildos,
Fake jewelry,
real jewelry, stuffed turkeys, fried turkeys.
But more than anything, what they're selling you is lifestyle and image.
Right. So I personally think that if Instagram is going to be a marketplace where we're selling any and everything, even down to us as people, like as individuals, I think there should be a cost to that. And I think that the cost would eliminate a lot of the nonsense to a lot of these different situations. And I'm going there. I personally think at this point, social media needs to be like Hulu or Netflix, where it's like, this shit need to be $25, $30, or $5 a month.
Yeah.
To just eliminate the people who have nothing going on, who sit on here all day looking for absolute nonsense. Like, I'm gonna hold you. It should cost you money to comment in these fucking comments and argue with strangers.
Absolutely.
You should have to pay to be able to do that dumbass shit.
Because at the end of the day, niggas are just talking because they got free Wi-Fi.
That's it. And thumbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got thumbs. I got Wi-Fi.
We can't de-thumb these fucking people.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I definitely want to de-thumb a lot of niggas.
Dog.
And the thing is that the negativity and the nonsense is so prevalent on a majority of these apps now that even a reasonable person would find it hard to resist the temptation to engage some of these assholes and idiots, because it's just like, you can't be this dumb. Yeah. But they are. And the way that people support arguments and the quote unquote information that they use to back up their thought processes and stuff like that, like at the end of it, you just end up feeling like a dickhead for even engaging.
Even in going back around. I told you, I caught myself one day like really trying to explain something to somebody, and I'm using like all the sense in the world, and she just was like, well, I don't give a fuck. This how I feel.
This is like, what do you say to that?
And I'm like, yeah, like what do I say?
What do I say to a person that don't give a fuck?
Because you gave a fuck enough to even start this shit with
Right.
me.
It's exhausting. And, just based on a lot of these different parameters and the, the identity of all these different apps and stuff like that. I think that was a brilliant point that you made about the fact that, like, we need to be charging people. It should be a cover charge at this point. Like, you got to pay to play, because if you had to, and you need to be verifiable also. Because if you had to pay to play and we had to verify that you're a real human being from a real place with a background and all of this old shit, it would limit the things that people are willing to say.
Exactly.
Under the veil of anonymity, people are allowed to say and engage with whoever and say the craziest shit imaginable to people that would normally slap them across the street if they did so in person. And it's like the brazenness and the brashness that people operate on these apps, because at the end of the day, you just a dickhead with a fucking circle around, a picture of G Herbo or whatever the fuck it may be, some fucking some kibbles and bits, a bowl of kibbles and bits, whatever the fucking hell it is behind a private profile. Like, that shit is crazy. And that's another thing. Get rid of the private profiles.
Bruh.
You shouldn't be allowed to talk crazy to me if you got a private profile. Like, they should just automatically just delete your comment. Like,
it's giving people a sense of freedom that they have nowhere else.
Yes. Because there's no real world consequence.
You remember when we started a podcast? You remember how, like, them first couple years, I don't know if you got it, but I know I did. Yo, when y'all gonna have me on a podcast?
Yeah.
They be like, well, for what? Man, I be talking that shit. And it's like, well, I be talking that shit, and so do Chad. So we can't where's the redeeming quality to the talking the shit?
What's the uniqueness of your shit talking?
No one can answer that.
Yeah, nobody can explain themselves past whatever their initial elevator pitch. They have nothing else. Like, when you ask follow-up probing questions, motherfuckers just, they deflate immediately. I've seen it time and time and time again. We've had actual shows where we would have, like, these panels and these round tables and shit like that, and all these people, and then you look up and it's just me and Matt talking, and I'm like, well, what the fuck are y'all here for?
Right.
Like, this shit is pointless. And there's some shows that they won't be going on Throwback Thursday that in the catalog that's just like, yeah, this was a waste.
Yeah.
Like, we had good intention behind it, but at the end of the day, like, it just didn't materialize into anything with any texture or any real feeling to it, to where it was just like, the feedback that we ended up getting when we did shows like that was, man, why the fuck y'all had these stupid ass people on the show? Yeah. From the die hard list, why the fuck y'all had these stupid ass bitches on the show? Why the fuck you had that dumb ass nigga on the show? It's like that sort of shit. Because it's like past bitches and hoes and $200 dates and who should pay how much of the bills. What we really gonna talk about with most of these people?
Right.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Can't talk about global economy and first world politics with these motherfuckers.
No, I told you the other day, I'm talking to an older person who knows me very well, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, what y'all be talking about on your podcast, man? And I'm like, already, I just, because it's like, this podcast ain't new.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's seasoned at this point.
You know me, like, and this shit been out for 6 motherfucking years. So it's like, this shit ain't new. But all right, I'm like, well, we talk about a wide range of topics. Like, we just did 2 episodes on our Patreon. That's our pay-for-play platform. We basically have a paywall where we put content behind that. We had one show where we broke down all of the corruption that goes on within the FIFA Association. And then we had another show where we broke down how the FTX crumble was the final nail in the coffin for the crypto world. He was like, oh, y'all be talking about real shit. Oh, damn, okay, yeah, I got to check this out. Yeah, I ain't know y'all talking about shit like that. I'm just sitting there like, well, what the fuck did you? You thought it was us discussing which 40 is the best 40. Like, and it's like
we did a poll.
Yeah, we took a poll.
We took an independent poll.
Still
300
Reserve
people.
or St. Ives or the Old English. You know what I'm saying?
We also took write-in votes.
And it's just like,
I ain't gonna hold you. That's a great topic. we might gotta do that for the culture. For Throwback Thursday. What's the best 40?
What's the best 40
ounce?
Like, yo, I'm sitting there like, what, man?
Like white people gonna say Natty Ice.
Yo, straight up. I remember motherfucker
Was the best 40.
a nigga we know grew. He was like the last of the 40 drinkers, like from our hood or whatever. And that nigga got a 40, a hurricane. Yo, they grew toward this nigga apart at the park. Like, dog, that shit is fucking you can smell it when a nigga open it. Like, I don't see how y'all
Shit
drink.
go. It's like a hesitation. That shit hit you with the full fizz.
Shut the hell up.
You know the 40 is 42 ounces
Yeah,
now.
that's exactly how it opened.
Because it gets stuck.
That little foil.
Shit gets stuck. You try to open that motherfucker.
Oh my god!
It's never a smooth open.
Yo.
You only mechanics can get a clean open on the 40. Cause they got them strong ass hands from handling them carburetors and them air intake valves and shit.
Screwing in them lug nuts with their fingers and shit.
Niggas get a clean open on that 40. That junk go right open.
But yeah, at the end of the day, and I say it oftentimes when it comes to like the whole podcasting thing exploding and becoming what it's become, it's like, where's the lesson to be learned? Where is the redeeming quality?
Oh, y'all niggas trying to learn?
It's almost like it doesn't exist. You know, you have to have that though.
Yeah.
You know, like when you talk about somebody like a Dave Chappelle, like you look at how people want to cancel Dave Chappelle, but then there are a whole other side of people that's like, no, if you actually listen to him, he can, like, perfect example. When we talked about the other day, if y'all don't know, we're on our Patreon, patreon.com/officialtrpe. We talked about we had a show called The Audacity of White Men, and we basically talked about how a lot of these things, and then leading into the FTX situation, and how they were basically playing both sides of the political realm, where they were donating money to the Dems and donating money to the Republicans, and using money that they were coming off of their fucking crypto exchange and through their crypto trading company, just sending it to Biden and sending it to Trump and them. And Dave Chappelle, when he talked about Trump telling Hillary, like, you won't get into the tax shit the same way you don't want me to because your supporters benefit from this shit. And it's like, yeah, Dave Chappelle gonna give you the lesson in the fucking. He gonna put the medicine in the
candy.
In the candy, like, so a lot of these things that go on there, it really, like, you look at. I saw them Fresh and Fit niggas the other day had some bitches on there arguing about something, and I seen somebody had posted it on like their story, and I'm just like, what is the purpose of this?
Yo, I watched the unusual amount of Fresh and Fit clips this weekend. They are the craziest niggas on earth, dog.
There's really no purpose.
They had an episode where they had a clip, right? The title of the clip was, we asked the girls to guess the weight of the girl next to them. And I'm just like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Like what,
so they went around the room like, yeah, how much you think she weigh? How much you think? Like, they round tabled it all the way around the room. And I'm just like, yo, these are the craziest niggas ever, man. Them niggas just hit 1 million subscribers, dog.
Did they? 1 million on what?
YouTube. 1 million on YouTube, dog. Shit crazy. They're making like $1.5 to $2 million a month probably at this point.
I can believe it.
Just monetizing nonsense. And I spoke about them on Patreon, just basically saying, like, you know, they do have some redeeming quality to their platform, but nobody watches this shit. Like, when they have fucking, you know, financial people on there and shit like that, nobody watches that shit because that's not why we here. Their audience is teenage boys from about 15 up until early 20s, about 24, 25, that are watching the show, anticipating them dunking on women and fucking, you know, having intersexual dynamics debates with bimbos that don't even know why the fuck they here. They got, if you walking down the street on South Beach or in Brickell and somebody walk up and say, hey, you want to be on a podcast? Like, we got 1 million subscribers, 9 times out of 10, the women are like, yes. They'll figure out what the fuck it is when they get there, but like, y'all are having debates with women that aren't equipped or educated enough to have these fucking debates because it's a loaded gun. You have all the numbers, they have none of them. You have all the numbers, the data, and the statistics, and they have none of them. Then you're expecting them to articulate some like fucking some concise or poignant argument, and they can't. Like, it's a dupe. You know what I'm saying? But the audience falls for this shit every fucking time.
Unbelievable. Like, and I just sit and I saw that shit the other day, and I'm just like, yo, this there's no point in this.
None, zero.
And a lot of the shit that go on, there's really 0 point. And you look at this social media thing where it's like, yo, y'all have the bid. Remember when it was like the bid for the day? And that was funny and cool. I'm not joking. When I was like 27.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Not interested anymore.
I'm not interested in the bid of the day. I don't know what that makes me.
I'm trying to figure out how to get a 5980 Patek in a Cullinan. I don't have time for the bid of the day.
We got our viewers' choice questions we're going to do on Patreon today. And shout out to Kev. He sent a very good question.
Amazing.
It's along the lines of that. And I'm like, I can't wait to get into that. But yeah, you know, it at a certain point, you just have to like evolve. You can't be a fucking knuckle dragging Neanderthal for your whole life. At a certain point, you just have to evolve and want better.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, like,
I don't know how to say that.
And the sucky part is that culturally, we have cornered the market on that type of behavior and that type of outlook on life. Black people, because it ain't just the men, it's both. It's the men and the fucking women, where it's like, we don't think that you should age out of anything. Niggas is 55 still trolling on the internet and shit like that. Niggas is 61 still in the club at Meek night. Shit like that. Like, niggas don't age. Niggas don't age out of nothing.
61 at the club is funny.
I know it's some 60-year-old niggas in the club. I guarantee it. But it's like, we feel like this is forever young shit or whatever. But it's like, yeah, there's a difference of feeling young and acting young and participating in the same shit that you perpetually did for your teens, your 20s, your 30s. For like, at what point do you display any growth and just stop fucking trying to live out your fucking glory years of when you was 24 years old?
Bruh.
The shit is exhausting.
And
it's nasty to watch it unfold.
I'm gonna go there too when it comes to social media. Like, the people who like live in their glory years, that shit should be illegal. Like, niggas who consistently post that 1 year when they was really tearing it up, and chicks who
post... It's the red bins right here.
Yeah, and chicks who continuously post that body from 09. It's like...
that body is not coming back.
No, it's gone.
Would they caption be, when I was this size with the sad faces? It's like, ma'am, put the cheeseburger down and go to the gym. You're eating a double smash burger from Star Fusion. Put the fucking burger down, stupid.
Yeah, man. Social media has given us a real warped sense of reality.
Of everything.
Yeah, I'm going to rechange it.
Of everything,
it's given us
brother.
a very, very, very warped sense of what's really going on, what's really... I've seen, like Drake said it best. I know this girl whose one goal was to visit Rome. And then she finally got to Rome, and all she did was post pictures for the people at home, because all that mattered was impressing everybody she's known. I know a girl who's crying out for help, but her latest caption is "Leave me alone." I know a girl happily married till she puts down her phone. That shit real.
Yep, that's society.
That's
real. And that was what, 2016 he said that?
Yeah, it was Scorpion.
Yeah. 2018.
I know a girl who saves pictures from places she's flown to post later and make it look like she's still on the go.
Listen, man.
Them Jones?
My homegirl told me, because I had hit her up. I was like, damn, your cousin's still in Vegas, this and this and that. She said, boy, what? Fuck no. She said, these hoes take 2 days worth of pictures and stretch that shit into 4 months of content.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, my bad. I was like, she posted driving videos and everything. She's like, that shit ain't in there because she's at home right now. She better go to work at Starbucks right now.
Dog. I seen you was out last night, and that ain't. That was from a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, yo, you in town? Question mark? Like, is that shit the DM? Yo, you in town? And it's like, depending upon who's sending the message, that determines on if they in town or not. It's like that shit, and it's just like trying to trick. Like, people are playing these social media games where they're trying to trick themselves into an opportunity. So it's like they trying to make it seem like, oh, I'm already living this lit ass life. So if you want to fuck with me, you gotta meet me at my level or higher, blah blah blah. When in reality, you took 3 trips and all you posting is the highlights. You took 3 trips over the last 3 years, and it's weird, but like,
the content. That's why I make it such a point to just be like, be my regular self.
Be a regular dude
on social media, where it's like, the whole joke with me going to Abu Dhabi and Dubai. I literally said it on here to the point where your man the other day was like, yo, explain to me how to do this shit with credit. Like, I literally told everyone, I'm like, listen, you can buy a flight for $1,300 and through credit card points, upgrade yourself into a business class suite. You do not have to pay $16,000 to take this fucking flight. But you know how many motherfuckers would have got in there and been like, rich life, 21, can you do something for me? Like, niggas would have been in there acting a fucking fool.
Yeah, $16K for the flight, you bitch ass niggas. Would have called us bitch ass niggas and everything.
Fuck wrong with you, nigga? We out here, we really doing this shit. Oh damn, y'all still at home? That's crazy. All that shit. It's become so just like, it's like people are
like this picture if you not at the World Cup.
Yeah.
That's the antagonistic ass shit.
What I say on here? I got the fuck over there. Jules, P, and Step had 2 Rolls Royces waiting for me. I didn't pay for that shit or book that shit. We was going to walk as far as I was concerned.
Last time I went to Miami, I had the S580 one day, then I had the Cullinan the second day or whatever, and my man hit me and was like, yo, why you ain't hit me up? Like, I ain't even in Miami right now. You could have came and got one of the cars. So you know what I'm doing from now on when I go to Miami? Hitting him up for one of the cars. I'm not paying for nothing I ain't got to pay for. The fuck, I ain't got no NBA contract.
Everything has become a rich flex.
Yes.
21, can you do something for me? That's what the fuck it's become. Everything.
Yeah, these people are exhausting,
Literally everything. I told you, I watched somebody at a fucking Sixers game. Somebody who was a little bit known, too. Watched him sit over in whatever the fuck row, the 8th and 9th row. Watched him come down to the fucking floor, take pictures. And then an hour later, I seen the picture on the gram, like, on the wood where it's all good. Niggas need to get their shit. I'm just like, whoa. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, because perception greater than sign reality. So it's like if the perception is that I'm smoking shit, whatever, and I got these cool pictures sitting courtside, I had to be sitting courtside because why wouldn't I? Who would make that up? Who the fuck would come down here and just take pictures?
Yeah, and
nigga, you would.
And that's why I personally feel as though social media, if y'all are gonna get on here to do this, it should be a cost to it. Because I'll be honest with you, and I said it's funny that we're having this conversation because I swear to God, I said it today. Jules was asking about, he's like, are you ever come back to Twitter? I'm like, fuck no. And I'm like, I'll be honest with you. If it wasn't for the podcast, I'm not trying to be funny, and this is just as real as I could be. My social media days would be absolutely done. Yeah. I don't care for it anymore.
I hate the access part of it.
I'm not trying. I want to be Patrick Antonius. Like that shit we talked about the other day on the Patreon. Like, I want to go play poker for $2 million every day and nobody know who the fuck I am. That's what I want. I want to be with my friends, my family, and enjoy my cool-ass monster trucks. That's it. Yeah. That's all I want to do. I don't give a fuck about being on the Scoop Hall. I don't give a fuck about being on this. So I really don't. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm just keeping it a buck with you. These motherfuckers don't really be on shit. They just be in the mix of shit.
Yep.
That's it. And I never was an in the mix of shit person.
We had a call with somebody that was supposed to be like some sort of PR specialist, some PR giant or whatever, that literally basically told us the key to success was like being in the mix and get close to niggas and take pictures.
That's what she said.
I'm just like, I wanted to be like, you stupid bitch.
Yo.
Like I couldn't believe. He was like, yeah, because this going on and this and this and this and this. And I'm like, well, yeah, I was just there. I was here. Da, da, da. But did you take pictures?
Man, I just.
It's like you're advising people to go be professional dick eaters. Yeah, just fly around the country on your own dime and dick eat and take pictures.
I at times just question like what makes people even want to do it to begin with. Where it's like when you get to where all your personal business is just out and just in
all capitals, all your business.
It's just nah. If I could tomorrow, I'm not joking. I'm not exaggerating. Me and Dunbar had these conversations. We talk about like what's our number, and I know what my number is. And if my number ever shows up, I love you. I really do. You're like one of my best friends. You on your own with this podcast. I'm telling you, I'm done. I have dreams of retiring and just vanishing. Yeah, I have dreams about that all the time. That's what I want more than anything. I don't want to be, Matt's annual comedy show at the Leah Chorus. Like, no, I don't want to be none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I've given up on that. And I don't know what that is. Like Drake said on the new joint, I'm an anti-social socialite. You know, whatever. That's kind of how I feel about all of it.
Yeah.
But I personally feel like where social media has gotten to now, where everybody's trying to like manifest this thing, you should be paying for this. Because I personally feel, because we seen y'all at Target the other day.
Yeah.
I know $35 would slow a lot of y'all down.
Real shit.
Seriously. Y'all phones be getting cut off all the time. I know 35 would slow you down.
Right.
I know for a fact 35 would slow you. It would stop you dead in your tracks.
Yeah, like in the last week, man, just with social media and just like the negativity and the posturing and all the bullshit, I've unfollowed so many people, so many blog sites and shit like that. Like I can't be bothered. Like Say Cheese. So I love you, Sean. I can't do it, bro. Like y'all have crafted the worst comments online. Like it's worse than World Star comments.
Let's just go there, because you always have this thing that you say, and it's one of the Jones for Patreon, one of the questions, but we can do it a little bit deeper over there.
Yeah.
Black people have cornered the market on drama, trauma, and bullshit.
Yep.
I at times just be like lost as to how it even got like this.
It's like, how did y'all get so good at just being on nut shit?
Just negative bullshit. And a lot of it stems from, like you said, these blogs, these nigga blogs, where they know what they doing when they post this picture of Phaedra or this Nene Leakes or Safari or Nicki Minaj or this they know what they doing. And then you see it's 27,000 comments of people that all have more than 2 children. Mm-hmm. So you got 80,000 children who are at the fucking behest of these 27,000
retarded adults. Yeah.
And it's just like, yo, this is a whole entire demographic of people who are just lost.
Yeah.
Man.
And then you have my favorite. When I say favorite, I'm being sarcastic. My favorite segment of the nigger comment section, which are the pocket watchers. The broke niggas that's sitting here telling rich people that they made a mistake or they shouldn't have did. And I'm just like, you have no money. You don't have a car. No bitches want to fuck you. You live in your mother's basement. Like, how the fuck you gonna tell Future he made a bad deal? Yeah, if I was him, I wouldn't have did that. And all the niggas that's telling you what they would have did if they was you. You don't have a job. Yeah. You don't shower frequently. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? The Joe in the last 3 days, niggas argue Roddy Ricch down for the last 3 days about the fact that because he said in an interview he get $500K for a show. Oh man, that nigga capping, that nigga full of shit. You bitch ass nigga, you pussy ass nigga, you ain't getting no 500,000 nigga. If a nigga did give it to you, all you gonna do is perform the box 4 times. You bitch ass nigga. They called this nigga every.
I was you gonna say your body.
They called this nigga everything but his government name, dog. So you know what Roddy did?
Just gonna perform the box 4 times. That's how niggas talk when they be hating.
You know what he said? You know what Roddy did?
What?
Posted a contract. Governor's Ball. Booked November 2021. Show date June 5th. $500,000 contracted rate, $50,000 deposit, $450,000 due 2 days after they reconcile the books. You know what niggas turned into? Oh, he don't get that all the time. And it's just like, you can't please you niggas.
No,
Post another. What he supposed to do? Post every single contract he ever got. Like, I'm just like, yo.
And you doing this for people who don't have 500,000 anything.
Don't have 500,000
FTT tokens.
Yeah, showers logs.
Yeah.
like, and it's like, yo, you can't please these niggas. Like
500,000 showers logs.
It turned into he don't get that all the time. And well, what am I supposed to do with this information? It's like, yo, y'all just called this nigga a liar for 3 days in a row.
That's funny as shit.
And then the nigga posts a contract, and it's like, even the sun shines on the dog's ass every once in a while. It's like, yo, fuck you niggas. Like, I hate all you niggas, yo.
I'm gonna be honest, I was having a conversation the other day. I stopped listening to niggas like 7 years ago, and my life has drastically improved.
Yeah.
I hate to be that guy and just say it that frank, but yeah, when you can start to detach yourself a little bit and start focusing on other things and listening to other people and seeing, like, we just talked about FIFA and we talked about the Qatari nationals and the way they did this, that, and the third. Qatari straight dropped their nuts on the entire world.
Yeah.
South Africa spent $3 billion. Russia spent $10 billion. Qatari, like, well, check this out. We're going to completely redesign a desert behind this shit. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah, we're going to create infrastructure where there is none. Clean slate.
Dog, you know how many fucking arenas Qatar had already? 3. Because, like, they had the track and field event, the tennis joint or whatever. They had 3 arenas. You know how many they have right now for the World Cup? 10. Damn. They built 7 new arenas. Jules was like, yo, the second game he went to was in the new arena. He said, it's insanity, dog. It's insane. It's insane. Like, they literally got, like, Jones with what was the Tupac shit at Coachella?
Oh, the holograms
shit. And shit. It's just like, it's insanity. They built 10 new stadiums. They built hotels for all the fucking guests and people to stay at. None of them hotels were there. Yeah. They spent $220 billion. $220 billion for this. The prince, who was the head of the committee who was trying to get the shit together, he never even watched a World Cup game. That nigga was in the fucking joint when David Beckham walked in and everybody went crazy. He told the publicist, yo, why I ain't get that reception? She like, because you not David fucking Beckham. He like, that nigga ain't got no paper like me.
Yeah, right. Broke ass nigga.
Broke ass nigga. Like, you think the Prince of Qatar is ever going to be on the Scoop Hall page? Fuck no. Most motherfuckers don't even know who he is. And he the Prince of goddamn Qatar. Straight up. And you just realize it's like, yo, after a while, you just kind of got to, like, get out of this shit.
Yeah, you got to change your vibrations. You got to change your surroundings. You got to change the things you indulge in. And it's like I took a small step this week by unfollowing these blog pages and all of that shit because I want to manicure my vision. And it's like I'm trying to, like, I was only following them to keep up with, like, you know, news and topics and stuff like that. But it's like, yo, going forward, we're about to, spoiler alert, we're about to rearrange the whole format of this motherfucking show going forward. Right. Y'all gonna be seeing some different faces up this show. Y'all gonna be seeing some business owners and, you know, different behind the scenes people. And these conversations about to change because I'm trying to end up on Showtime like Jesus and Mero. Yep. Like, I'm not gonna keep indulging in this nigger nonsense and then end up on now that's what I call TV. Like, I'm not doing that shit. So yeah, it's just like, yo, it's like niggas are exhausting, yo. And they've cornered the market on just being generally fucking annoying. And they're unapologetic about it. They don't care. Nigga argue down all day. You know why? Because he don't got shit going on.
Nope.
Every time his alerts go, he got alerts, post notifications, everything turned on. Every time his alerts go off, he's right back at you. I have nothing better to do but argue you the fuck down.
Shit is crazy, man.
Like, you niggas are miserable. And it's like, yo, this is why black people don't have nothing. Because you know why? Y'all got too much fucking free time on y'all fucking hands. Y'all don't have no discipline. Y'all don't work enough. Y'all don't have no passion. Y'all don't believe in shit. A whole generation of fucking losers that just want to sit on the internet and debate all fucking day about nothing. And if you do have a job, you had a bullshit ass job where you ain't doing nothing that ain't fucking mentally or physically stimulating. If so, you wouldn't have so much motherfucking time to debate niggas on the internet.
I used to question it. I haven't like looked at this shit in a while, but I used to question it often when I would see like the same people in every comment section that
you
Meek
are a
had,
weirdo,
or every comment section that Sawed had, or every comment section that they got
the post notifications turned on.
Yeah, and you can see, and this is the crazy part, you can see the actuality of them trying to go like viral. Or trying to get the moment, or trying to get the one comment.
Yeah, the 3,000 likes on a comment.
Yeah, and I just.
Motherfuckers' goals in life is to end up on comment creeping on the shade room. Yeah. You a fucking loser.
Yeah, it's bad. I ain't gonna hold you. I think charging would clean all this shit.
Yeah. Limit niggas' access.
Because essentially what social media
$49.99 a month.
I was gonna go higher. Like, seriously, you got
$49.99 a month.
Essentially what social media has become, especially in the urban, it's become like Section 8. Where it's like, you don't care about it, ain't your house. That's why motherfuckers destroying cribs and shit.
They don't care about it, ain't your house.
Seriously, I know somebody who put a crib in Section 8. And they when I tell you, I'm like, there's no way human beings lived in this house. When I saw the pictures and shit, I said, no, like, they had to, like, moved out and
subleased it to aliens. Fucking predator cousins or
My
something.
man Ro was like, no, they moved out and left the doors open. And wolves came in that joint. Like, it's no way human beings, like, why is the carpet ripped up off the steps? Like, going from first floor to the second floor?
Yo.
Like, why is the carpet off the steps? Like, it was ripped at the seams.
Like, you niggas hard on the house, boy.
Like, yo. Bathroom, the sink faucet was gone.
We're gonna take that with us.
Like, what the fuck happened to this? I told you, Nate said when he he had the room, he's like, he kicked the two chicks out because they was fighting. He said the neighbor, the other person who lived in the house called him, was like, yo, you need a new front door. The chick took the door. And he like, what? He was like, yeah, that nigga was like, I come out the crib, they putting all their shit in the crib. The bitch was holding the door on the roof.
Man.
You gotta hear Nate tell the story, yo. I tell you, you will fucking cry, yo. Dog, they said he came there, he was ready to fight the bitch. He was like, the cops showed up and they all know him. You know, he like run the whole shit out there. He was like, yo, man, like, you gotta calm down, man. He was like, the cops got me. They talking to me. He's like, the bitch, mind you, she one of them real, you know, they the improper term for the manly lesbians. I don't want to say it. He's like, the bitch got on a wife beater and phone posit. She on the porch. Yeah, nigga, you bitch. Oh. He said the cops like, yo, man, just let them get their shit and leave. You know what I'm saying? He like, all right, cool, they go, whatever. Niggas like, I chill, I go to the bar, like, whatever. I ain't stressing it. He said the motherfucker called me like, yeah, man, you need to get a new door. He's like, fuck you talking about? Like, no, they took the door when they left. Bitch, took the front door off the house.
Taking somebody's door is insanity.
I
ain't gonna set the crib on fire. Motherfuckers live here.
Oh,
taking his
God.
door though, nigga.
Shout out Nate, that's my nigga, man. You gotta hear him tell the story, man. I mean, I was at stitches, but it's like, yeah, like just those be the motherfuckers that be on the shade room comments.
Literally, these are the people you arguing with.
Living in a room, stealing doors, and then going here and be like, Future, an idiot for selling his catalog for $75 million.
I would have never sold my shit for less than $700 million. Monster alone is worth $1 billion.
Yo, I don't got 70. I'm getting kicked out of this room behind that. But I'd have never sold that shit for $70 million. That's what you deal with. Yeah, you ever have a conversation with just somebody on the internet and you make 100% controlled sense, and then they like, fuck you talking about? It's like that. What the fuck you doing here, nigga? Because none of this is sense. It's all bullshit. It's all smoke and mirrors.
It's like I didn't, because their whole thing is they didn't come here to make sense or to get no clarity. I came here to troll, nigga, and to be annoying.
I came here for dumb shit.
Yeah. So you making sense don't make sense to me. No. And I'm offended that you tried to make so much sense on me. So now it's smoke.
Like, I like, it's so funny because you know how you just like get wind of like people business because they don't know how to like keep the shit out.
Yeah, everybody knows everybody's business.
Yeah, and you be hearing some of the stories of like just absolute chaos going on. And then you see them online with like, you know, out to eat with shark boots on. And you're like, does she know that like it's going down around? Like that shit, it's an amazing skill. Yeah. It's really a skill. And now at the end of the day, I feel like, yo, especially with Instagram, it is more of a highlight reel. And that's what it's turned into. I get that. You know, people don't really come there with their lows. You know, even me, I went through like real life depression. You don't necessarily come there and be like, I'm depressed, y'all. Yeah. I'm going through this, y'all, because, you know, you don't know that. So it's more of like a redemption story to be able to tell certain things and show certain things afterwards. But at the same time, at least me, I feel like I speak from a place of like humility in, you know, and I've had moments where like, you know, I've done some things that are pretty cool and some things that are pretty decent, but I don't speak like you remember how niggas was like, you ain't shit if you don't pay your mama rent, all of that type shit. And it's like, I went and got my dad a car. I didn't speak from a place like that. I spoke from a place of, man, my dad literally sacrificed his whole life for me and my sisters time and time again. And his car finally went. And here I am in a position to where it's like, yo, I can go ahead and get him something to where it's like, yo, you know, this is a leisure gift for your retirement and your older, right. you know, that way you a sense of independence. So you don't got to rely on nobody, this, that, and the third. Here you go. Right. And it's like that, you know what I mean? Even down to like, going on trips or, you know, doing shit. It's like people can't wait to do something for the 21. It's like for that moment to be able to do that and not if that's what it's gonna be.
And it's so blatant that that's what they're doing.
If that's when it's gonna be cool, you shouldn't have no problem with paying $79.99.
Number just gonna keep going up. Final number $99.99 a month per app.
Per app.
Yeah, $1,200 a year.
I'm not joking. If they hauled off and made Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter $100 a month a piece, it would clean up a lot of the dumb shit.
Yeah.
It would.
All the stupid niggas gotta pack it up. All the overly opinionated poor niggas gotta pack it up.
Not trying to be funny, most of these people don't pay their phone bills.
Yeah. They got Obama phones.
Motherfuckers be looking for the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, this bus got Wi-Fi on it and just one of the new ones. Like, I swear to God.
I text my hoe.
Yeah. Let this bitch know I'm on the way. So it's like, yo, if you did that, you would clean up a lot of shit.
Just got on the 42.
Yo.
This the new John with the whiffy. See you in a minute. Meet me at the bus stop. Hate you niggas, man. I hate you niggas so bad.
That's the dude Joe with the whiffy.
Fuck wireless fidelity. That's out the window. Whiffy.
That's the dude Joe with the whiffy. It's fucking crazy. That's the dude Joe with the whiffy. Shut the hell up, man. But that's exactly how they be. Yo, when the new buses came out, every little nigga come, yo, this don't got Wi-Fi on it? Nah, damn. All right. I thought they supposed to have Wi-Fi on it. No, they got chargers.
I got some niggas to argue with right now. Y'all holding me up.
I got some strangers I got to argue with.
Nigga just called me a back room dweller right before I left the crib and shit.
I was smack dab in the middle of an argument and here the fucking bus come. Now I can't fucking argue till I get to McDonald's.
I had a good joint typed out for this bitch ass nigga.
That's real shit. Yeah, if I'm not in the whiffy, I can't get my shit off.
I just told this nigga his cologne smell like booty sweat. You know what I'm saying?
If I'm not in the whiffy, I can't get my shit off. And I'm cool. I just, you know, I realized it on Twitter when my followers went from like what I was following went from 400 to 200 to 100 to 50 to 32. I'm like, why am I on this jump?
Yeah, I don't need to be here. Because
I was following you and Daniel Negreanu. I'm like, yo, this is stupid.
Because that's a direct reflection of your user experience. So it's like if you only want to see the opinions of 32 people, that means that you're having a bad user experience. You should just be off the app.
Because I realized, like, every day it was the same exact shit.
Yeah.
Find somebody to bid on and bid on them till the sun goes down. That's it.
And bid on them till the sun goes down.
That was literally
niggas
it.
Up at 6 a.m.
6:30.
Looking for the bid.
They would find it around 9 o'clock. Shit would go crazy. If it got really crazy, around 1 o'clock, Instagram would go down for maintenance. Everybody would show the fuck back up on Twitter. It would go ham till about 4 o'clock. That's when everybody got to go get their kids.
Oh, we bidding off that nigga Nigel?
Bid on Nigel till about 3:30, 4 o'clock. Go get their kids from school. Come back with the eyes and be like, we still bidding on Nigel? And they be like, no, we done. Like, all right, holla at y'all tomorrow. That was the same shit every day. Dog, I got sick of this shit.
Yo, we still bidding on Nigel.
No one was giving up any good ideas for like commerce, any good ideas for creationism, nothing. It was just bidding every day.
People on the white side of Twitter getting rich. Niggas trading
Filthy.
stock tips, all kind of shit.
The CEO of Binance buried FTX in a week from a tweet. Here y'all is talking about LaShonda and her son. That is like it's stupid.
That bitch titties longer than Broad Street. I don't see what he's seeing her.
It's insane.
Niggas
But it was
alright.
fun back in the day when it was going on because we were younger and it was just what it was. But it's like, yo, at a certain point, like, not trying to be funny. Look at AO.
You're supposed to age out of certain shit, man.
AO don't even be on this shit no more.
No.
AO was the number one culprit all the time.
AO got a career.
AO got a career. Like,
Sick of you niggas. He like, yeah, I don't fuck with that Twitter shit. I'm cool.
no. Yeah, I saw him the other day in a video. He had on pants, like real pants, not like joggers, like sweatpants.
Yeah.
Them Scott Steiner pants. He had on real slacks. Like, dog, eventually you grow the fuck up. And sometimes it takes longer than others. And, that, you know, I'm not knocking that part of it, but it's like, dog, like every day, all day,
That's all niggas got. Niggas got one gear.
dog. It's people that dead ass get up and go on their social media before they do anything.
Yeah, before they brush their teeth, everything.
No, I mean like feed the kids. I mean like anything.
Nigga know how to make peanut butter and jelly. He be all right.
Dog.
He one of them Uncrustables.
This is urban life. Wake up, right? Get your phone.
Go to the gram.
Hopefully it charged because you know the charger a little shaky. Because
Right.
I need to go to Five and Below and get a new one. Hopefully the phone charged. If the phone acting up, the charger acting up, your phone at 88%. You saw the damn. I ain't even at a bean. Okay. Get on Instagram. See who DM'd you. No DMs. No, this bitch annoying. That nigga annoying. They go through that shit. Then they go to like niggas be broke okay or Justin LeBoy and find a gif or a meme
Right.
to post on their story that has nothing to do with their actual life, but just to post some shit. Yeah, I'm one of them ones, not the two, and all that goofy ass shit. Then they get up, get in the car, take a selfie of themselves or a picture of their coffee. It's the same shit
No bullshit.
every day. Somebody the other day was like, yo, you never watch my story. I'm like, I don't watch any of these stories.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck about these stories.
it's
I think it's ridiculous that as many people watch my shit as they do, but because I don't.
nigga life is like Groundhog Day. It's the same shit every day.
Bruh. And it'd be like, at a certain point, yo, it's like, and y'all are on this joint all day doing all this shit. Nobody ever has any like group economic ideas or none of that shit. And I said it before, when it comes down to group economics, we as black people are falling so far behind because in these other groups, these Jewish groups, these Chinese, these Thai, these Qatari, England,
They
Canadian,
pulling their resources and getting shit done.
these people are using quantitative experts and analytic experts to tell them what to do and where to go. But in our community, we don't use any quantitative or analytic experts. You know who we go off of when it comes time to make decisions on group economics? Cardi B and Meek Mill, the Migos, Lil Baby.
Fab.
We go off of the niggas we like for the moment. Perfect example, a nigga got y'all to leave your houses the other day on Thanksgiving Day to go to Target when they weren't even open.
And you knew it was closed.
And you knew it was closed. Patrick Antonius couldn't have said that shit. Hell no.
Patrick Antonius could have told y'all to come to an open Target and y'all wouldn't have came.
Ain't that crazy?
That's a white devil. He lying. He ain't getting us nothing. We gonna show up. He ain't even gonna be there.
It's deep as fuck when you really think about it. Like just how far down the
nigga life.
how far down the joint it's going and it's gonna be. What's this shit gonna be like in 20, 30 years?
And the saddest part is we got 2.7 trillion a year in total spending power when you add up the whole black American economy. And it's just like we just give our bread away. We misuse it. We just give it away.
Gucci made that sweater. Niggas was offended. Niggas was sick. Niggas was outraged.
For 30 days.
T.I. said we boycotting for 30 days, nigga. 30 days. We will be back.
I don't want to see Nad Double G. I don't want to see them little B's. None of that.
Gonna
For
learn
30 days.
Y'all gonna learn your lesson this time for 30 days. And we will be back. And
And boy, were we back.
And y'all better have a stock shell when we get back. What a fucking joke, man. That's an absolute fucking joke. And then you say this shit and you got people that are like, oh, why you so hard? And it'd be like, dog, like.
Y'all so soft on yourself. Somebody got to be hard on you, nigga. Somebody got to boot the ass and be like, yo, and give you that wake up kick of like, yo, you doing this wrong? But niggas in accountability is like fucking oil and water. Like they are just completely trying to just duck accountability at every fucking turn. They don't want to be responsible for nothing. They don't want to be responsible for their kids. They don't want to be responsible for no fucking financial viability. They don't want to be held to no standard. That's why fucking all these motherfuckers on Section 8 or some sort of subsidized housing because they don't want to be responsible for shit.
You know what I seen the other day was a TikTok joke. Was like, remember how we talked about when niggas get too high and they start saying stupid shit?
Yeah,
It was like when the kush start really taking your mind somewhere else. This man was like, hey, yo, oil and water don't mix, right? He was like, no. He was like, if you on a ship that's about to drown, cover yourself in oil. That way you won't drown.
You niggas show is creative for a bunch of dumb motherfuckers.
I was dying off of that.
Cover yourself in oil.
Cover yourself in oil, you won't drown. But yeah, man, it could go on for that. That's a conversation that just could go on for like months, honestly, because it's just so much that's.
And
just
the thing,
like,
and the most annoying part of it is all of that shit we just talked about that's preventing people from making real progress in life and actually doing something productive and all of that. It's all like categorized under this veil of like, oh, we just having fun. And it's like, at what point is you niggas gonna stop having fun and get fucking serious?
dog.
When are you gonna cut off the Love
Cut
Jones
off the Love
and
Jones.
get
I was about
fucking
to say,
serious?
cut off the Love Jones and get serious.
When does that happen?
Yeah.
Because niggas that's 61 is indulging in the same shit as niggas that's 21. So it's like, at what point in that 40-year spread do niggas get serious? Or start taking fucking, you know what I'm saying, life for what the fuck it is and realize, like, your time is running out? What point is that? It ain't no point.
I don't think that is a thought for most people.
It's not a thought. It's not on the radar. It's not on the agenda.
You know what? It's crazy to say this, but me and you had a conversation the other day, and it was just like so. I don't want to say refreshing, but it was just like, damn, that was. And do you remember what conversation I'm talking about when we talked about life insurance?
Oh yeah.
You'd be surprised how many like black young men don't even have that conversation with each other. Bro, do you got enough life insurance?
I got multiple policies.
Do you got this? Do you got this policy? What about this joint where you can borrow against and da-da-da-da? Me and Kev the other day, shout out Kev, we had a whole conversation about health insurance. Yeah. And the difference between needing referrals and going with this option because this and you'd be surprised how many dog. I know motherfuckers out here that be moving around with no insurance for years. Yeah, just moving around.
Man, when I left ADP or whatever, the first thing I did was go to a health insurance marketplace and get situated. The first thing I did, like, because you don't know what's going to fucking happen. And then when you a black male, you susceptible to all kind of other shit that you don't even be knowing about and family history and genealogy and all that bullshit. Better make sure you got motherfucking health insurance.
I'm not joking. Like, no bullshit. You can go get the average person, and I'm not talking about like no high level, low level, just the average motherfucker. Sit them down and ask them questions about life insurance, health insurance. They're not gonna have a clue. No. You'd be surprised how many motherfuckers would just be like, "Well, I got the joint from my job." Who's it from? What are the fucking policies? Right. What are the requirements?
Yeah, what's the terms?
What are the terms? Who's the beneficiary? What is the percentage breakdown? How long does it take? This like it. They don't know. They don't have a clue. Just, man, I don't know, whatever. That shit is, but this is someone who turn around and have influence over people.
Yeah.
And people will listen to this person and be like, no, OG a real one. And be like, OG's a fucking idiot, man.
He's a fucking bozo.
OG is an idiot.
And shit, it's like, you know, when I talk to people about like financial health and like financial responsibility and shit like that, I tell them like, listen, if you ain't gonna pay nothing, pay your insurances. Yeah. Like if you gonna pay your rent late, you gonna skip a payment here and there on your car note, whatever, pay the insurance though. Yep. Because if some shit go down, you want to make sure that your fucking asset is covered and it ain't no bigger asset than you. So make sure that your body is motherfucking covered in the event that something happened to you.
They
I
can
got
take this car.
I got addendums on addendums to my motherfucking life insurance policy. My brother and my nephew get this much. My girl get this much. I got a whole nother policy for these people over here. Like I got over 200. I got close to $300,000 in total life insurance. Whole life, like not even that term shit or whatever the case may be. Whole life and fucking insurance policies, like multiple policies that's divvied up to different people and shit like that. Because if you live life the right way, you're supposed to leave people an economic windfall when you go, not with a big ass burden.
Yeah, you're not supposed to give people a headache the moment you die.
I have a funeral addendum. I'm getting a janaza. Y'all gonna wrap me in, gonna clean my body, wrap me in a sheet, and drop me in the ground. It's done. It's over. That's gonna be real inexpensive. So they gonna cut y'all a check for that. Then you got this. I got accidental death policy.
But I got a funeral addendum too.
Yeah, I got an accidental death policy. Like all of that's separate. Y'all still get y'all full amount of the actual policy itself if shit go left. Like
the people we follow in our culture I at times just be like, how?
Yeah.
Like how? Like what? And that's not me hating. It's really just me like, yo, I've spoken with this person. He's not that bright. Yeah. And I don't profess to be a genius or no shit by any means, but it's like, how did we get to where we're listening to this motherfucker because he dunked on Nene Hilario?
Right.
Like, why are we taking life advice from this motherfucker, man?
Because we idolize the wrong shit.
Think about it. A nigga will come to the NBA, right? Become the man in his city to where it's like motherfuckers like looking up to you and want to be like you and this and the third. Then in 12 years, when him being fiscally irresponsible done fucking caught up to him, and now he's on ESPN 30 for 30 broke, then motherfuckers like, bro, a loser, da-da-da-da-da. Be like, but y'all listened to him for 15 years.
Yeah.
Y'all were making moves based off of this man for 15 years. Yep. So who's really the psycho in this situation?
Well, I mean, he had the bag, so like.
That's what it be. Who got the bag? That's where we.
That's what we listening to.
And it does not matter who it is or what.
I mean, I seen bro with 4 Cubans on in the club. It's like I don't got no Cubans on, so it's like why wouldn't I listen to bro? Like,
you think it's shocking that Joe Biden sat down and did an interview with Cardi B? No,
fuck no. You know you stupid ass niggas only listen to entertainers and athletes.
That nigga had 2 Chainz come out and do I'm different at the joint.
Yeah, he said the reason why I got behind these candidates is because they are different. I pride myself on being different. I'm like, I know he's not about to do it. You better fucking not. Then I heard that ding, doo, doo. I said, oh, no, he's not. And start performing, I'm different. I say, yo, 2 Chainz is a fucking clown, yo. Man,
it's bad. Well, we'd be here all day with that. I'm not going down this hole again. At least today. We about to go to Patreon, man. Handle some of these VIP user submitted questions.
Yes,
y'all got busy like y'all always do with the questions.
If you're not on Patreon, get your ass on Patreon. The month is about to turn over, so you get a nice clean break. Sign up on the 30th. Then on the 1st, you know what I'm saying? You get all the back content. 29th, 30th, and then you get all your fresh content going forward. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing a better job of pacing the Patreon and all of that week to week, making sure people get what they're supposed to get every couple of days or whatever like that. But yeah, patreon.com/.
Oh, we got to send out a couple merch joints too.
Okay.
People who didn't get merch or whatever.
Okay.
Hit the message joint. I meant to tell you that I'm gonna print them labels this week and box that.
Oh, motherfuckers that's trying to cash in a 6-month ago offer.
Yeah. But people who didn't get it, I told them we would hit them. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
yeah, there's a couple people we gonna get them joints.
Okay.
So yeah, we out of here. Holla at y'all next Monday.
Peace.